Priorities discussed after number 37. Oh wait,
I guess they didn't want to talk with AntonyC or Cloud Cuckoo Country.
Well, AntonyC should be getting going at some time, but if
I should be getting going. I just wanted to say hello to these new people that showed up. I'm trying to leave.
You're such a troll.
Goodbye.
Hello, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, mate, you're touching my face so much.
Have a good
Yes,
one.
We're all going to be touched by age. Me and AntonyC.
Oh, getting touched by Mage in the night tonight.
My touches bring the boys to the yard. Damn right, it's better than yours.
Damn right, it's better than you.
I'm like,
Where the hell are my Cheetos?
You didn't record.
We are recording.
I find it amusing that most people who are watching this don't even get the touch phase joke. I know.
It's not really a joke, it's just what you do.
Oh my god, there's not 40 people. I guess 20 of them were AntonyC fans. Well, I guess the other 20 must be your fans, Cloud Cuckoo Country.
I don't have any fans.
I like how Nova's calculations is basically our podcast has a number of 0 fans, and then everyone else is just guest power.
Guys, I think we left an important person behind in this.
Oh, I'll get him.
Behind Ben!
Ben, I'll save you, Ben.
Get Banana Man in.
Yeah, I'll get Banana Man.
Banana Man.
I was before he was the banana.
Hey, Banana Man.
Hey, Banana Man.
Banana Man, was the podcast appealing to you?
I'm gonna kill you one of these days, Butter.
Banana Man, I touch your face.
I'm just, you know,
I'm so sorry.
I was.
I'm so sorry, Banana Man.
It's okay. I'll kill you all later. Of course, I really don't think Biter can I don't think Biter can replicate the amount of puns he made to me last night.
Oh no. He tried to
Oh.
Oh dear.
For those of you who don't know,
Yeah.
for those of you who don't know, that was probably the most times I wanted to kill myself last night.
Yes, and
Along with working on the college paper. Oh shit.
probably became the one.
He was yellow with anger. He bunched it all together into one hateful ball.
Oh god, no. Fucking AY is doing it now. God damn it. No.
Oh my god, even AMY is calling you Banana Man.
I know.
That's really known as the Banana Man.
Banana Man!
I'm so hyper. This is yay.
I'm a banana! I'm a banana!
No, go to the corner, shame.
One of the many reasons why I hate Onision.
Danny, Danny Dorr, don't think you're off the hook.
Oh,
Don't get up!
Don't fly off the handle. There I said it.
Damn
Now
it! You stood me good.
I think you're gonna fry your.
You have to fight fire with fire. Make the puns before Biter can, and then he will not make it.
Well, he'll.
Oh, it is. I can't think of any puns to make their Biter.
It'll bite him in the ass.
I'm sure you'll leave a pun ajar for me somewhere.
I'm gonna make a jar. If I had a jar and money with me, I'd put like a 20 in the jar every time Biter would make a pun.
And then you could say it was jarring.
Wait.
What is going on?
What the heck?
I don't know.
I will get the chat. Because.
Talk about eye candy.
No!
What's I can?
Wait, you haven't seen Friendship is Witchcraft?
I don't remember.
You are excluded from all conversations henceforth.
I'm sorry.
Because-
I'll look it up now. Look it up now.
No,
Dude, you had all the time in the world to look at Friendship is Witchcraft. I mean, what abridged series do you watch, Danny Door?
I don't really watch it.
But that's a popular interest in internet culture. How could you avoid such an important, integral part of the internet?
Because why the heck not? Also, I'm from the country. What do you expect?
See, told you, those are the devil. You're from the country.
Hey, might as well, let's just ship Danny with Sombra. Door.
No,
Oh, God.
Sombra's about stairs.
No, Sombra's door.
He
It's a
has one
completely...
door. Yeah, but
This is just the one. It's not the entire like.
that door.
It's not the
It
entire
doesn't make
two
sense.
staircases.
Sombra needs a
And
door.
they'll
for a
make
stair.
sweet fear together.
I like cosmic horror.
Those knobs are not there for show.
They're there to be turned.
Okay. Cool your... Oh, I can't remember the name.
Cool your
Oh,
hands.
that was close. And in the background, we have a charming Granny Smith laughing her head off.
Oh, wow, it's getting
Well,
like it's getting very early.
what do you think is the funniest abridged episode ever in My Little Pony fandom?
Well, actually, I think I've seen one. Oh, wait.
I like the craft and passion that went into like camaraderie supernatural. Because instead of just the adult humor in what's the other abridged series?
Mentally advanced.
Mentally advanced isn't necessarily humor I get. I see how people like it, adult or bodily humor and stuff. But for me, it's I like camaraderie supernatural because that does actually make me chuckle here and there, rather than the other two, which just don't hit the right notes for me.
Well, then Voice will have a field day with you, congratulating you on your sense of humor.
Yeah. Well, we had him on the whole podcast on the abridged series.
Comics.
He was the one who, and the comics, but on the abridged, he was the one who suggested we do the bridge series, and we all just looked through all the abridged series and did the whole podcast on it. And yeah, we all agreed. Unfortunately, we didn't find someone who actually liked Friendship is Witchcraft enough to really sort of defend it, though. All of us sort of unfortunately agreed it wasn't something that many of us liked.
And then Voice decided to make that video, and he's gained a bunch of angry fans against him now. Too bad they didn't realize he already said all that stuff beforehand.
He already said that stuff beforehand, and really, there's angry fans pursuing Voice of Reason over the honor of Friendship is Witchcraft. Really? Like, is that the best? Is that what you can do with your time? I don't know.
It's honestly, people feel strongly about that series because they praise it. They praise the editing of it, and honestly, the only thing praiseworthy about it, according to many people, is the editing of it. I mean, it was all gone when it came to episode 9, and I was like, I generally hate this episode, and I generally disliked it on YouTube. I never dislike stuff. I usually just say like and favorite, but never once dislike because I just don't want to upset people. But oh no, Friendship is Witchcraft deserved that dislike for that episode.
I always say, wait, they could actually see one episode of it. I rage. I couldn't.
Wow.
It was about. I think it's a little bit.
I presume Cloud Cuckoo Country haven't seen Friendship is Witchcraft, have you?
No, I have.
Oh, you
I
have.
just put halfway through.
Did you?
I've never seen any of it.
Yeah. What? I've never really heard your opinions on that. What did you think of it?
No, I just sort of found it mildly amusing until the Sweetie Bot episode, and Sweetie Bot was hilarious. And I think that episode might have damaged it because since then you have to compare every single episode to the Sweetie Bot episode, and that was the highlight of the thing. That's Voice of Reason said it was the only good thing to come out of the entire series. And so once you've passed Sweetie Bot, there's really no more reason to watch the rest of the series because you're just going to have to go back and compare it to Sweetie Bot, and it just won't stand up because they haven't come up with anything that can match that.
I mean, seriously, look at the latest episode. I mean, they decided to interrupt that whole plotline of One Bad Apple with a parody of Snowdrop.
That was a bad
That was a bad idea. You disturbed your story. Basically, like we're supposed to expect that you interrupt the storyline that you had about Babseed with this parody. It's meaningless. It's just meaningless.
Well, they kind of want, because Snowdrop was it was called Snowblind, and she was blind, so they got the idea of blinding Babseed at the end because of the movie. But yeah, it went on for too long, and we just could have thought up something else. But I suppose it's something they wanted to do, and yeah.
It's a structural problem is what it is. It's whenever you get a story that feels like it needs to tell another story in that story, and then you're like, okay, so maybe it's just going to be a little bit of background information, and it's like, oh no, it's this whole other little mini story in this bigger story, and it doesn't work in regular stories, and it doesn't work in a bridge series either. But they did it, and it's been recorded as being bad, and they did it anyway. So we're like, what are you doing? You're just being generally bad at writing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes very much with the rest of their style that they just take the very nice nice Snowdrop and sort of just say, oh, we'll just make it all very mean, or just turn the characters into like just cult leaders or something, and that will constitute humor.
That was the shtick from most of the abridged series, though, and when it came to Snowblind, the parody, this is exactly the same thing, except I think they were trying to rely on the original animation being sort of so, over the top. Damn it! I just got a pop-up. I think they were relying on the animation, the original animation being so I thought it was really over the top in the sort of feel-good thing. I mean, they had even that big long speech with Snowdrop at the end that I was like going, maybe it's a little bit too sugar-coated and too this and too that, and their central joke was taking, the Snowdrop animation and doing to that what they had already done to the show, and thinking that would be more funny because Snowdrop is more sugar-coated than what My Little Pony really is. And so it's basically they're thinking it's the same joke, but just of a bigger magnitude, and that will make people laugh.
You want to know something I recently noticed? I've been shocked twice by two things. One, the Equestria Girl's Pinky moment in which she says the entire story, and the other one was Snowblind basically saying curse words in front of everyone as soon as she was, I blind you, Jack. I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I had my mouth like completely open. I was like shocked, but that didn't constitute funny. That was just mostly just shocked that got from that.
It's shock humor. That's basically all it is.
Yeah, I do think because just there were like one or two jokes in the Snowblind parody that made me chuckle a little bit. I reckon it probably could have been better handled if they had kept it as short as possible in the actual episode that they made and then gone right back to the Bad Seed parody and then release the complete Snowblind parody afterwards as a separate video, because otherwise it just breaks up the structure.
I think also the nature of the parody, like there's a way to purport yourself, and the way they did it was like you could sort of parody the incredible sugar-coatedness with it if you weren't so mean about it. Like the thing with that the Snowblind parody is it feels a lot meaner than the main show, partly because of who the original character was, but also just sort of how they take that universe and make it even crueler and sort of I don't know. The feeling I get from that is it's not someone just going, ho, 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 this is all emotionally manipulative. They're just like, I'm incredibly stupid and sympathetic. You see what I'm saying? It's sort of, it's kind of cruel humor, and it's even more obvious in Snowblind.
Very obvious.
That was what they were banking on, because they know that they know that they've won people over with the cruel humor before. That's they have a fan base, and that fan base is won over on the one joke. Oh, here are some characters which you have seen are wholesome and righteous and kid friendly, and now we'll make them cruel and heartless and amoral, and that's the joke.
Yeah. I think to the degree that they did it, at least in Snowblind, was even more apparent than in the main show. Like in the main show, it's kind of like turning Fluttershy into a cult leader isn't necessarily cruel, because it's not like just making fun of her if you're making fun of her cuteness, just like everyone's laughing at how cute she is, then that'd be the same thing, just Fluttershy's just going, oh, just please don't harm me all the time. If she was just if she was like some poor battered cute thing, then it would be sort of equivocal. But what they've done instead is just sort of taken this cute, caring character and turned her into something that's completely a non sequitur, that's nonsensical. A cult leader? What? That doesn't really, it's not taking Fluttershy's cuteness and just going, ha ha ha, she's a cute character. But that's what they are doing with Snowblind.
They assign like a different character traits that have no reason relation to the character that they're parodying about.
Yeah. I mean, Rainbow Dash is a bit like, to a degree you could sort of say Rainbow Dash is a bit obsessed with herself. So just making her say, isn't she the one that only says Rainbow, Rainbow, Rainbow Dash? Just only her own.
Yeah, I said.
Like, that is actually a parody, and I mean, it's a simplification of her character, but given their writing style, it's almost one of the more sophisticated things, other than, of course, Sweetie Bot. Yeah, in the chat.
Hilarious. I have no idea what you're talking about.
In Lightning Eye says it pretty much. It's crude humor, or at least it's cruel humor. Yeah.
Right. But here's the thing. Let's go on to another one, the Pony.Mob series. Let's talk about that humor for a second.
Yeah.
Let's see. Pony.Mob
Something
has
about
no
Fluttershy.
Hey.
And we all just go Pony.Mob is funny.
Hey, stay out of my shed.
That was my favorite one.
One thing we could say about Pony.Mob is, even though Friendship is Witchcraft and Pony.Mob sort of get their humor from the same source, Pony.Mob does it a lot more better in stride in comparison to Friendship is Witchcraft. And the reason why is
because it's shorter.
It's shorter, and I don't know, it just has more.
Well, that's the whole thing.
Like,
the Friendship is Witchcraft series is based on one joke, and its episodes are over 12 minutes long sometimes, and they go on, and the series is going on and on and on, and it's still based on one joke.
And what would that one joke be?
The characters are now cruel. They were once wholesome and kid-friendly, and they are now cruel, and that's the joke. That's why you're supposed to laugh. And you laugh, and that may be funny for so long, and then you get something intelligent like Sweetie Bot, but then the joke just gets old.
Yep.
So there's in the Pony.Mob series, I don't actually think it's that funny, but it's more creative, I'd say. So it expands upon all of these characters were once wholesome and kid-friendly, and now they are no longer. But at least
the point feels a lot less like trying to be cruel on purpose. Like Friendship is Witchcraft, it's using the original content and characters, whereas the .Mob, they're obviously not the same people it fits with Max Gilliard's kind of incredibly dark humor. He's just he's got a lot of he likes really depraved characters. I'm not sure it's necessarily always like taking attributes of the characters and extreming them. Like part of he has a whole long narrative with Discord crashing things and killing Rainbow Dash and whatnot. And I think he's just doing it because he likes doing dark stuff. He likes having his own story. So it is cruel. It is a dark subversion, but it certainly has its own identity.
And and I can really appreciate what I'm hearing an echo.
I am too.
Huh?
I heard an echo. Okay, now that's good. I like how Max Gilliardi did with like Applejack or Japlack, as it were, in which like basically when she was gone for like most of the story, all the way up to the end of like a Swag.mob. Basically, you get all of this deep character development, which is completely opposite of the Applejack that we have in Friendship is Magic, in which like she learns how to be like a better pony, as it were.
Well, yeah, the Pony.mob series has gone out of its way to sort of distance itself from the show. I mean, none of the characters resemble what they do in the show at all. Although if you go back to the Friendship is Witchcraft series, I think they are intentionally trying to draw connections between the show's characters and their parody versions of them. So, I mean, you've got Fluttershy who slays dragons and summons demon beasts and so on. You can tell that that's a subversion of the Fluttershy of the show, who wouldn't slay dragons because she is a animal lover, and wouldn't raise hell demons because she's timid. But with the Pony.mob series, the shed joke, there is no connection there. It's not subverting Fluttershy, and it's not meant to be a reference to something she already does. It's just there, and I didn't laugh at it, but I suppose some people think it's funny. So it's a funny joke that just sort of exists on its own, and you can laugh at it for what it is, rather than saying that it subverts any of the characters.
I think to a degree also, like the .mob series it's trying to be funny at times because that's the way he rolls, but it is sort of a lot of people sort of watch it just for the dark content. It's a bit like Cupcakes. That Cupcakes is obviously something that isn't trying to be funny, but people like hearing this incredibly dark thing. Like for example, when often the thing you most hear from the .mob series is hey, stay out of my shed, because that's the thing that sort of stuck with people more. Just the incredibly dark Fluttershy carving someone else up again. Well, in comparison to Cupcakes.
You have to bring
Alright.
up that fanfic.
It's a cult classic.
I love it.
Cupcakes wasn't that bad.
Oh no, I
Laughing my
cracked
ass.
up.
Danny here is a gore fan, so
I'm not a gore fan, I'm a horror fan. I actually go and read like old horror, and Cupcakes is not that bad. It's not scary.
it's not. It's just
gory. It's not, well, it is gory, but it's not it didn't disgust me because I'm just that badass.
Well,
I have
I
a
guess
heart
after a
of
whole
coal,
marathon of
and I
Saw
don't feel feelings. Sorry.
I guess after a whole marathon of Saw movies without flinching, and I laugh at the cheesy effects.
Yeah,
we all do
Those are
that.
psychological.
Whenever there's a horror
horror
marathon,
too.
we're all like that.
because you get desensitized after a while. Like even if you are scared of horror movies at the start, it's just like after a while, oh yeah, seen somebody's head get torn off for the 7th time this day. It's lost all impact.
It's too predictable, really.
Yeah. All we need is Japanese horror. Yeah, that will scare you.
I
Well,
love
'cause the
Korean race.
My version of Japanese horror, hentai.
I don't know what that is.
Seriously, Ben.
If you don't know, you don't need to know.
Don't.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't need to know.
I don't want to know, to be perfectly honest. I'm just saying. As many times as I bring it up,
I'm just somebody in the chat will point it out.
Mhm.
Oh, shit, forgot it!
Okay. What do you think about the humor in like Button's adventures?
I like it.
I thought it was adorable.
It was adorable.
The
My
brain
favorite-
freeze part was my favorite.
My favorite part about it was when he was like, "Mom, I'm ready for school." I don't know why, but that line just cracks me up every time.
That was like me.
It's only Sunday.
Yes.
Never mind.
And when the train just bursts into flames out of nowhere, he's just like, "Okay."
It's very much
With
a silly
that,
a silly humour, but oh sorry, I'll just say I found it very much silly humour, but it was done with wit, it was done with clever. There was never times really in Button's adventure extremely groaning, just like, oh, why are you doing that, Joe? No, it all kind of felt natural for the silly kid character. It is of course just a silly kind of humorous show, but it achieved that, and there's nothing wrong with just having a little fun, a little bit of silliness. Okay, sorry, country.
no, I was just going to say it's just struck 1 a.m. on a Monday, so I'm going to have to go.
Aww.
I'll see you elsewhere on
Good
the
night.
internet.
Okay.
It was
okay.
nice to hear in the
Yeah.
commentary.
Alright, see you
Yeah.
again.
Okay. So it's now officially 5 of us. And Brian's yelling over the camera.
And I have bread.
I could fix this, but I don't.
Why just bread? Why just bread? Why not make
I'm too
toast?
lazy to put anything on it.
Okay.
It's
Hey,
actually toast.
Some buttered toast.
in like the paint.
But
I will. I my PJs. I look terrible. But I will show my face. Even at the ratio.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm just expecting like the camera to turn on and it's just a door. Like, I'm not in the camera yet. Wait.
Do it, Danny, do it.
sadly, I do not own a camera.
Me either.
Me neither. My computer was made before webcams were at conception.
Another thing about Button's Adventures is the length of it. It was like 4 minutes. No, the door's not that fun.
Danny, I applaud you.
Well done.
You brought them upon yourself.
Okay, Danny, question: how are you holding it then? If you're the door.
I out mind power, so I can levitate this.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, time to deactivate door mode.
Yeah. Let's see, what else is there to talk about comedy-wise? Ooh, I know. Double Rainbow. You guys haven't gone over Double Rainbow yet, have you?
I've watched
Humor
it,
in there?
yeah.
Where?
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm deactivating door mode. This might take a while.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember any good jokes in it. Not saying that the Devil Rainbow was bad, but it's nothing out of the jokes stuck out. At least not that I can remember. Then again, I have really bad memory, so. Hello there.
I'm in my PJs. I look disgusting, and I have a big someone behind me.
It's a big camera. It's like portrait view.
She's on her phone.
Ah.
She's on her phone right now, so.
I can flip it this way.
Wow.
Everything's bad.
And then you made everyone throw up.
Hi, Danny.
Hi, as you see, I have very bad hair right now.
In the flesh.
Wait, and I realized I was missing the awesome podcast. It's like, oh, good. I have nothing to do my hair.
Hey guys,
Did you find
I'm gonna have to like get out.
Oh.
What?
Aw. And then there will be 4.
Wait a minute. I need someone to sign in as an AMY caster because I'm the one hosting the call.
Oh boy.
Well, you can leave, but the Hangout will stay. It's just I'm not sure. I think we others can invite. Do you guys have can you press the invite button? But again, you'll need people in your circles.
All right. See ya.
Right, so yeah.
Bye-bye.
If Sheep knew what Google Plus was, he would be in here right now. Because he's been in the Skype group just being like, where's this chat going to be at? Is it on Skype? I'm like,
You
no,
see my
it's Google
ceiling? I suggest you give me a moment. I need to fix my lights.
Okay.
We were talking about Double Rainbow.
Paper wants to join. Because I could leave and sign in as AMY caster, and we'll have to stop the stream and do all that stuff.
No.
So,
Paper, have you added Biter or my other name to your circles?
I'd invite up.
Because I can invite people, though I need people in my circles. Lots of people have been adding me, so I can't remember what she's called.
Okay, this is better. This is a whole lot better.
Yep.
Also, I find it weird because I can see my whole podcast. I can see myself, but it's weird.
This is basically
Wow,
the people we have actually got here are the ones we have for the Pony Soda group. We need to get
Yep.
stuff.
That pony. The pony sodas. AKA the group that used to watch anime but not anymore because we have lives.
Last time
I'm the only one
we watched more Swedish folk music than...
What? Wait, what?
Swedish folk music?
Well,
What?
what was it? Yeah, country music. Country's pop music.
Can't wait for next week's.
Okay, you already lost me.
Why is there no biter?
I am doing laptop stuff.
Move around.
Oh, by the way, Ben, I'm drawing pony. I'm drawing your pony.
Oh,
On all the ponies.
Yes, like I'm just. Well, this is what happens on Sunday when it's 7 a.m. here. I get bored. I draw ponies.
And that's what I did.
You're good at drawing ponies. I'm not. This is fun.
Fighter, your boss is speaking to you.
yeah, I have to log in as caster, which would be some stuff. Let me remember.
I got fired a lot.
I think I can figure it out. I thought of a way.
Also, I still can't believe I was on a call with Anthony. That was like...
Oh, don't worry. Don't fan over people. They're just people.
My screen went dark. I honest, I tried to fix a small problem. Alright. Oh no.
Number one.
Not wanting to fix.
It's...
Oh no.
Oh no, we lost someone.
Danny.
Yeah.
Danny, no.
Door.
No.
Not the door. Don't let this door slam on your way out. I don't know. I'm tired. This is way too early for me to be waking up on a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
I see what people are making me wake up and do stuff. When I spent like half my night working on the college paper.
How's that going?
Paper. It's going fine. Near you died.
Phoenix. Okay.
No.
User. You. Ow.
Don't hurt yourself there.
This is the writer sits around and figures things out because Unova suddenly disappeared. Thing.
Welcome to the comedy stream, everyone.
I think I had it in this group. Alright.
She is the phoenix. And she shall rise again. Oh, this is like the most people I've seen for this podcast in a long time.
And now we don't have
Yeah.
anyone speaking anything.
People are just like waiting. It's like, when is someone gonna say something funny? When's Biter gonna make another bad pun?
Yeah.
I'm surprised at the patience of these people. People, thank you for your patience.
Thank you so much.
It's not logging in. What?
Maybe because you know I'm still
No, you can have
on.
multiple people logging in and stuff.
Maybe
I am
different password.
I'm very bemuddled. Don't think so. Alright, that's...
Let's see. Fuck. What is going on anymore?
Stuff.
Your boss told you to check your Skype.
I'm not logged in on my Skype on either thing. Yeah, what?
Hello?
Oh,
Welcome back.
hey! Yay! And you're falling.
No, I'm not. You see my ceiling. I think.
Okay, flip it to the side and make sure no one throws up. Fuck. There. Oh. I think you had it.
Okay. This was not pleasant. It derped on me, and I had to figure out what the heck just happened. And I see myself again. Oh, fun. How do I block the... I'm looking up at my computer.
Still a pretty ceiling. Oh, it's the guy with the obnoxiously long name. Hi.
Oh, hello, the obnoxiously... Oh, wait.
Obnoxiously.
はじめまして。私はダニです。どうぞよろしく。
Japanese.
If only I could do the troll face.
We need Anthony back in the
Yes.
call just for the troll face.
I can do a poker face.
Poker face. What?
Aha, finally got it to work. Now.
Yay.
So...
I think there'll be two of me for a bit, but I just need to
How do
transfer over.
how do we trigger the funny again? Because I want to...
Spider, stay up on.
I didn't just do puns out of nowhere, I need context. But anyway, there'll be two of me now.
Dropped.
There we go. Oh, where's Mage go?
Oh,
There we go.
I saw the German one.
No, Mage left too, so...
Roar. Alright, I think that's the same proportions, isn't it?
Yeah.
So put my face again.
Come on in, people.
Anyone else want to get in?
Oh, we have a... Oh, hi,
have
disabled
another-
person. Where is that?
Hold on.
It's paper.
Oh, wait. Peppa.
Peppa.
Hi. There's so many new people. I should be terrified, but I'm just like, oh yeah.
Danny, stop being timid.
I can't help it.
Stop being a little shy. Me and my voice
So, how do we make this humorous again?
Humor MLP. Blarg.
Wait,
You
hey,
are.
banana. Hey,
What?
banana. Banana.
What?
Banana.
What?
Hey,
What?
banana. Knock, knock.
What? Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana freaking who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Orange, you didn't say banana?
Ha.
Ah,
That's like the fifth time you
Yo.
said that joke to me.
I
So,
know.
Your
How did they
presentation
learn
is
the context
your presentation is so flat.
that's because I really just don't care anymore.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't help it. Like, I'm this guy. Yeah, my sister is really hyper.
Hey, mage.
There we go.
Yes, the mage.
Mage stack. Stack again. Mage stack. Stack.
Back from the land where she
Sorry,
comes
my
from.
internet just kind of dirt.
Same here. Don't feel bad.
All of ours did for a while.
Here? Whoa. There's a lot of people. I have a lot of people in the front room.
I heard you making the banana who joke, and I was hoping it was a Samurai Jack reference. But it probably
That
wasn't.
actually kind of is. That's why I let it pass, because I know it's a Samurai Jack reference.
That's so
I never realized it. Thank you for letting me relive my childhood.
Yep.
They never got to the punchline now, did they?
No.
I was so confused when I was about the joke because I didn't get it.
Wait. Hey. Guys.
Yeah?
What?
Mikey Spikey Wikey's wondering if he can join.
Mikey.
Plays the spokes. Yeah, I've been working with him on that one. I've just invited him now. Ah, there's Booby.
God.
We have the banana.
Sorry, not Spike. Booby just joined in the chat.
Did you just call him Booby?
Yes,
Yes, it's a thing.
it's his nickname, like Banana Man or Danny Door.
I don't.
He misread his name as Booby, and then it stuck. Or at least we're hoping to make it stick.
It's a
Oh, God.
I will never let him live it down. He's never known.
He is now my boobies.
Anymore.
She wrote in the freaking chat. Okay, what else can we talk about? What else can we make fun of?
Oh, I don't know.
We started.
Blaze, are you there? Can you speak here? Or you're muted?
We started talking about Devil Rainbow, and we didn't say anything about it.
I was asking whether there's
Everybody was
humor.
like, there's comedy in there.
Yeah.
Got 7 classes.
It's more referential humor.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a parody episode, so what else would you expect?
I think my favorite part was when Rainbow actually went over to the
That's like almost everyone's favorite part.
yeah. Because it's so awkward and hilarious
option.
Yeah.
No, talking pony, I want to have a talking
We've got to
pony.
support these people. Yeah, supporting people.
Huzzah!
No.
Place of spikes.
I'm here to sit through our endless
Okay, what else can we talk about? Oh,
Mike's still wondering if
he's in the...
I found the call or mute mic
What?
thing. Apparently I was muted the whole time.
Uh,
It's okay.
but it works now. Yeah.
No.
Say something funny.
But...
I'm from San Antonio, Texas.
You know that whenever you say something funny, everyone just goes like blank. Like you just say to make a pun, and it's just like I don't know. My puns have run out of appeal. I've run out of juice.
I knew you wouldn't be able to do it. Like as soon as I got on, you wouldn't be able to do it. Replicate the same amount of puns you did last night. I just knew it.
It's on a roll, my friend. You're just setting me up for so many puns, particularly if I'm writing it down in text form.
Okay, a obnoxiously long name. Applejack is not best pony because background ponies can't be best pony.
Hmm?
There, I said it.
Oh my
I
god.
don't. It's the nature of the question though. So like I don't see necessarily how like someone could just say the best pony is the one that they like most, which would be like someone could still like Octavia even though she's hardly ever appeared in the show because they just like what the fandom's done with her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The only true way to say
Yep.
the best pony is all the ponies are the best.
We can all like go in a neat order and say like mention a part of MLP's humor that we liked and why we thought it worked.
Yeah, we had like difficulty in the mainstream though. Like we were asking, what moments actually did work, and lots of us were trying to, things that make us laugh out loud, and we've had difficulty like just finding things that we actually really loved. But yeah, if, go ahead.
Have a moment.
I think, well, I have something that, in my opinion, was really hilarious. And I don't know if that will sound really funny because I heard you guys talking about it earlier. I was just doing
Your audio is sort of breaking up a bit on my end. Can anyone else understand her, or is it just my end?
No,
No.
it starts really loud and then suddenly to do the just like me. And you testing. Am I able to be right?
Stay close to Stay close to the earphone, Danny. Let me be
Yeah.
able to hear you.
Just stick it right at your face or something. It actually is right next to my face.
Okay.
And don't move around anywhere. Stay perfectly still, like a statue.
Okay. What I said was, I have a particular character that I always found make me laugh the most while watching a My Little Pony episode. And I know I might get in some heat for this. I don't know if I am enough because I heard you guys discuss this earlier, but I find Derpy to be really funny.
Who?
Derpy Who's
I know I Derpy Who's. It's my ship.
No, I just couldn't hear what you said at all.
I could hear some of it, but yeah, it really was low qualityness. Yeah.
You said Derby Hooves, right?
Yes, I said.
I'm pretty sure she said derpy hooves.
Okay.
Derpy Hooves.
I heard ship or
Okay,
something,
how
but
can I find quality?
very low, like 3.
Wow. Making fun of it.
Hey, Banana Man,
I might have
what
I
do you
have to
call
exit the call.
2 banana skins? A pair of slippers.
What was that music?
My phone.
Okay.
We have like 5 phones in my
That was
house,
so bad you killed
somebody
Dan
shall
with
pick
it.
it up.
Yeah.
Oh, where did that go?
That phone was so bad you killed Danny.
Aww. Swimming is back. And
Oh, well
everything
done.
is back.
Oh, well done, CC appeared.
There you are.
Magic.
Wait, Anthony, why is he still up?
He came here to spook us, and then he's gonna leave like in 2 seconds, and we're just gonna be like, what the fuck?
Thank you, you stinky bastard.
That's how you're doing it.
Oh, there he is.
Good evening.
Good evening. Ah,
Welcome back.
you're shrouded in darkness for some reason.
Anthony's like, who
You
needs
must be
sleep?
plotting something.
You kind of remind me of like the silhouette of Jim Carrey from The Pet Detective. That was almost identical.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Ace Ventura, Pet
Yes.
Detective.
Alrighty
Yes.
then. Alrighty then.
Oh my god, stop it. They come to save us from the lack of quality.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la.
Oh, love it. That's all that is holy.
Wait, what? How bad's my mic?
Gosh. Oh man. You just
When life gives you lemons, you clone those lemons and make super lemons.
super lemons. Super lemons. Oh,
Right, well, girls is shaved now.
oh.
Did I miss anything?
I feel so retarded from laughing.
Particle weapons? Who's selling particle weapons? I could use some.
Do you have the crazy Do you have the crazy goggles? NY has his
I
pet.
have the crazy goggles somewhere here.
Wait, why?
Haven't tried them out in a while.
The John Lennon glasses.
I think the last time I was here, I was talking about world domination or something. I was defending A&Y very much.
This is another life.
Don't mention the accent!
Should we
Accent? I see no accent. You're just a resident mad scientist.
Oh, I see red, I see red, I see red. I had to come back. I had to come back from the people. Hello, people.
We missed you.
I kind of short-shrifted everyone because I just went and made a video for this thing that I've been working on for a while, and I was working on it right up to the time we started doing the first show, but I've got it. I uploaded it now, and I was actually trying to upload it during the show. That's probably why the frame rate dropped, and I was just you couldn't hear me and whatnot. So, but I've uploaded it now after the show. So I thought I'd come back and say hello, Pony.
Hello.
Holy cow, there are cute girls here. Nobody knows anything about that before.
Welcome to
Nobody mentioned this.
welcome to the
Talking about the aftermath.
and Anthony, welcome
Aftermath
to
is where it
Aftermath,
is.
where there's actually a woman in here.
Oh. I've missed Cloud Poku Country though. He's gone.
Yeah.
Oh well.
He went to sleep.
We'll have to catch him in the recorded video. The recorded video has all of the proper crepuscular bronies discuss. Number
Yes.
37.
Well,
Number 37.
You even went and found the definition of crepuscular.
Oh, I know the definition of yes.
Oh, very good, very good.
Yeah.
I was the distinguished gentleman who came up with the term for the podcast, of course. Yes, yes.
I'm still waiting for that one. I'm still waiting for that drunken live stream that you guys said you might do.
Well, we did a drinking one, me and ANY, for the 46th one, where we just messed around with both of us. We were talking about Equestria Girls and had like a drinking game like every single time we mentioned what was it like Twilight or the villain or the boy character. We had to just take a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you weren't
Damn it, I
drunk.
missed it then.
Yeah. We
I
had
can't log into my Twitch chat. It won't recognize me as either of the stupid.
how long ago did you sign in on Twitch? Because they've had some things a while back where they had to change passwords and stuff. Did you do all that stuff?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't been here in a while. So I had to change the password to it, but it won't recognize my email either. So I'm screwed. I can't talk to any pony except correctly. Hello, the ANY pony. There's a link. That looks like a link I recognize.
Spam it
Yeah,
in the
that's a
chat.
link I recognize.
Oh my god. Hey.
What's that at your leisure? Well, anyway. Trying to get Cloud Cookie Country back, but I think he's gone to bed.
Yeah,
Oh man.
Did I miss
Who
anything
needs sleep? Who needs sleep?
Sleep is for the weak. Sleep is for the weak indeed.
This is why Anthony is still up.
Literally, I'm running on no sleep.
Like, most of the Americans have just woken up and they were like, it's too early for us. What's this about spam? I don't get it. What's spam and pointed
Ronnie, when am I
sticks?
still part of that?
Wait,
Spam.
Anthony, I have a question.
Hmm?
Are you familiar with the shipping between you and I Love Kim Possible a lot?
Oh boy, here we go. Here we
I'm
go.
aware of it. Yes. Who said that?
Is Kim still in the chat or not?
No. A friend of mine thought it was a drawing of him and Katie, and I thought, you just made a pony shonen with a white coat and a blue mane. So not every white pony is you. But it was very fun to laugh at him.
I couldn't understand a thing you said.
Neither could I.
No, a friend of mine has a pony persona that looks a lot like yours, and he thought, oh, somebody shipped me Ink Impossible.
Oh.
I laughed at him, and I feel really
I'm
bad
sorry,
about it.
I had to ask.
Where's the ships between like AntonyC and Cloud Cuckoo Country, the Australians?
Get out, you! We don't need Russia here.
Wait. What about the three-way between Digi, Brony Curious, and Anthony?
Wait, what?
What?
This is a thing now.
Can't be a thing.
Was I sitting in the corner giggling and they were just off in there doing their thing and I'm just hee.
Okay, two deviant. I must learn other shippings. They're crack shippings.
Aww.
Do we have that picture still for the chat? Everyone new in the chat.
I think I've
Which
closed the picture, so I haven't got access to it right now. The one of you mean? Yeah.
Oh, it's so awesome.
If you link to me again, I can put it up on the screen again.
I'll see what I can do.
I can find it.
That one.
Like that.
Aurora
What?
page.
Yes?
Your picture is what the one I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Hold on, I can get the link.
Jesus.
With the hair. I've got it. There it is. Somebody put it in the chat.
So shiny.
That's the one.
That must be
The
somewhere.
face.
That picture.
There we go.
Ah.
Yeah, it's in the chat. Yes, I'll put it up on the screen for.
Being brought up.
With the shiny
Because
anime hair.
AntonyC really wants to show it again.
Real pretty.
I have so many jokes I can make right now. I'm not going to.
See.
Oh.
I'm acting. This is acting. What am I acting
Oh my God.
as?
Acting. I am
Sorry.
the great
Dark
all of
there,
history's
you know,
greatest
right?
actors.
You
Acting
are an
robots.
amazing actor.
I gotta.
What
gotta
fighter?
feed
I know. He pretends like he hates me.
Always perfection. What cowbell?
I don't hate anyone.
I've got the cool anime eyes. I'm that cool boyfriend, you know. I'm the one who's always, you know, he's never the hero, but he's like the tone version of that guy from every anime. He always knows what's going on.
I don't know, like
from
you're
every
sort of
anime
that
I've
you're like that fickle brash swordsman, just the guy who's really excellent at fencing and is just really lazy. It's just like, I shall go and save the damsel in distress now. No, actually, I shall have a wine first, but in a few minutes after lunch.
Not the face kind of person. Like, yeah, I can totally do this, but not if it hurts my face. My face is too pretty.
My face is so precious.
Not the face!
I'm conflicted if I should.
Not the face. Not the face.
I conflicted.
Yeah, I'd buy a plushie.
Back on.
Buy the plushie.
Buy the plushie.
Buy
That
Buy
is what
a
we're talking
plushie.
about, yeah?
Yes, the thought.
All the
Plushies
plushies.
of spider. All the
Buy a
The
bite of
OC,
plushie
not the
today.
OC, not the OC, the human version, like a human plushie. Just sit on my dashboard. Yeah. And good luck, Charles.
I have a suspicion that AntonyC turned into a vampire because he has a mark on his neck. That's why he's up. Night.
That would make sense.
I got you.
I shaved.
Mate!
Sue me.
Now
no,
gonna
Chatception.
kill us. I don't want to die.
Yeah, I'm just setting
Yes.
things up again, and I've only got the one
Well,
screen.
I told you because I wanted to warn you. Now you have a chance to escape.
I think it's always
I'm
there
gonna
should be
make a steak or something.
there should be
Ah.
there should always be the AntonyC should be A shipped, B flufferpuffed, and C chibi-eyed.
What eyes? What was the last one?
Chibi, chub-eyed thing, whatever.
Oh yeah,
Chibies.
chibified.
Chipify.
The funny thing is,
I
that's all I can do with TVs.
fuck if it's not long.
I haven't.
Oh,
done
the
it.
villain! Sonic. Sorry.
Sounds cool.
That was amazing.
I love the. I watched the video quietly while you were guys talking.
Yeah, I can't do that. I'm struggling with multitasking.
I think I was the first one to watch the video.
Man, I got incredible lag.
What's this, a towel?
Oh, sorry, I just got out of the shower.
He's throwing the towel in.
Not fun.
I don't know how I feel.
Don't kill yourself there, dude.
What is a designated topic that they can't seem to stay on? Well, this is the aftermath, so you tell me. I don't know what's going on. And
I don't know.
It's the aftermath. It's chaos.
That's enough.
I have no idea what's going on anymore.
we're humor in MLP. That was the topic for the show, the main show.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well,
You talk-
technically, the aftermath was supposed to extend on that. Did I say that right? Anywho,
Yeah.
like the aftermath is supposed to, but it's kind of like more free. Anyway,
I
they're
did-
allowed to go off.
The aftermath is allowed to go bananas.
Yeah.
Watch it.
I can't hear you.
Can I say
Paper.
something?
My name is Paper. What?
What's going on?
What?
Did I make?
Byron,
I don't know.
Byron, I'm gonna kill you later. I'm gonna kill you later, Byron.
You do that.
I'm so glad nobody makes fun of my name.
Paper,
Mate?
What?
I have a
It's only my freaking last name.
Because
Freaking
you're
last
not
name.
simple, because he hasn't given you the sad nickname of banana, booby, or door.
Then Bananas.
Yeah.
Be faithful.
Danny Volkov.
Yeah.
I don't know Danny or Danny.
It's just Danny. Danny.
Danny.
Danny Door.
Hey!
We have a banana, a door, a paper, a bite.
What?
That sounds like a very strange joke. A banana, a door, a paper, and a bite all walk into a bar. What?
And they walk out and made up.
What's gonna happen from there?
What's gonna happen
I don't
from
get
there?
it. I don't get it.
No, nobody does.
That's the point.
Oh god.
The show does actually, we kind of forgot about that, but the show itself does actually do quite a lot of horse puns. Like one time they go Twilight, like, Twilight, why the long face?
There's a bunch of naysayers in the crowd.
Yeah, there's so many horse puns.
For fun.
He says stubborn as a mule. No offense,
Yeah.
none taken.
But every time they say that, and nobody takes offense to that. I kind of getting used to it.
But you kind of, there's always a mule there next to them to not get offended.
Yes.
Be cool or be mule. No offense.
So fine.
None taken.
It's very bemusing.
Yeah.
Who are these mules? Now, is it like, if you were, everyone wants to be a Pegasus or a unicorn or an alicorn or something, but, you know, I mean, we've got mules in this world too, and Tauruses.
And fucking
I think
dragons.
we got dragons.
Zebras.
And diamond
And the
dogs.
zebra, and the griffins, and the Paris brides.
And we have bunnies.
And bunnies!
Racist against mules.
Yeah, I have seen like a even a diamond dog OC, but I haven't necessarily seen a mule OC.
What about a cow? See?
It shall
I
happen
know.
one of the days.
But every mule in the show is bald. I think.
Yeah, they don't look. They aren't exactly visually appearing. Who wants to be an old mule?
Because cranky little donkey is like real old, with wrinkles all over his face, and
Amelia
the
Mild
eyes
isn't too
old.
bad.
Why be a mule when you can make an alicorn
I
OC?
can go out
Yeah!
there. Malicious one.
Make his
On
dragon.
Tumblr, I'm following someone who's half donkey, half pony in OC. I have to go find that.
Oh, Lightning Eyes just mentioned one of my favorite jokes. Well, kind of like a joke that leads up to one of my favorite jokes. That takes off Fluttershy costume. My cover has been blown. I repeat, my cover has been blown. When Pinkie Pie takes off the Fluttershy costume. And my favorite joke is when Fluttershy then walks up and steps into the
Yes.
costume and freaks
That entire bit.
Oh my god.
There's also we forgot completely about crystal ponies. I don't see many OCs of them.
Crystal
Totally.
ponies.
People often
No,
crystallize
because
pony
crystal ponies
ones.
are normal ponies.
Yeah. People
Crystal ponies are normal ponies that shine.
Yeah.
Shiny ponies.
Crystal ponies were never really defined. They seem like a bunch of dupes, quite frankly. They don't just stand around being all sad and whatnot. And then when they do eventually buck up, it's because they're being tricked.
Yeah.
That's not very good character development.
And you know, the way everyone feels is, of course, tied to this bunch of boring people. That the empathy field of the Crystal Empire makes everyone feel like the Crystal Ponies. So I feel like all the ponies have just become blander. Feel our blandness.
Kind of like crystal ponies are.
If I die, tell my wife I said hello.
I'm trying to say the crystal ponies are also just earth ponies, and they're not defined with any sort of characteristic other than, you know, they sparkle kinda. So people just usually like to be Pegasize or unicorns, and the earth ponies are kind of like the lowest chosen of OC, I think.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with nothing wrong with them, but that's the statistics. And crystal ponies are kind of even less than earth ponies.
I find it hilarious because my OC
We can all label this
Yeah.
to product placement.
So, and the crystal ponies are the vampires of the NLP. They sparkle. Yay!
That joke again.
I make bad jokes.
Oh, and why?
Are there different kinds of crystal ponies? Like they're crystal pegasi, they're crystal unicorns?
I just said no.
Well,
Sorry.
when the first wave of crystaliness at the end of the Crystal Empire happened, the main six were all crystallized. So
Yeah.
they did technically.
And there's the wild and why.
There were stuffs, but bleh.
Do they even
Maybe
hold on? Do they
that's the
have
point.
cutie marks? I don't remember.
Don't think so.
Still Google.
Maybe?
They're all blanks.
Blank,
No, they have
But,
cutie marks. They
blank.
just
you
have.
guys remember, like, in the
That's another
season-
unappealing factor if they don't have cutie marks.
They do
There's
have.
nothing to make them special.
They do have cutie marks. I think they've got kind of
Right.
weird leaf
Wait,
things
wait.
and golden ones.
What's that?
Google to the rescue.
Of course,
They do
Google.
have cutie marks.
Yeah, they do.
my favorite
It's just we've
My
forgotten
My
it.
favorite, oh, my favorite quote-unquote jokes throughout like the entire like season 3 like opening, even though I don't think it was a joke, was like you see this entire like section of like crystal ponies, but then all of a sudden you see like Berry Punch over on the side, and I'm like, Berry Punch is drunk. Go back home. I don't know. I think that was an error, but I'm pretty sure that could have also been intentional.
Yeah.
I'd like to just imagine like
That's true.
Berry Punch is actually some secret adventurer who just travelled to the far off lands before it was even discovered, and then just sat there and watched jousting all day.
Well, Berry Punch is just drunk and being everywhere. Like, I have no clue where I am, but I'm here. Let's say drunk.
She just
I love
stumbled.
the
She
scene.
stumbled onto the train in a drunk state and woke up with a hangover in the Crystal Empire on the stands.
I'd actually love to see the episode from Berry Punch's perspective.
Just trying to interact with all the crystal ponies, and they're just all so bland. What the hell? Where am
Yeah.
I? What the hell?
Where am I? Why is nobody drunk? Where's the booze?
Is anyone sort of looking forward to like the Equestria games in the Crystal Empire? Like, anyone?
That's the thing. That's actually happening.
Probably
It depends on
not.
It depends on what they do with it.
Like
Yeah.
it'd be interesting, like if they factor in like the empathy field, like all the crystal ponies they're all cheering for their local athlete, and then everyone's like, I want the person behind me to win. I'm going to slow down. It would be the most unfair competition ever, and people just like, oh no, crap! The Crystal Empire is like the most worst place to stage a fair competition.
Yeah.
You know what's even also unfair? Like, to even consider doing it in Cloudsdale. To just, like, only pick...
Yes. but it was mentioned. And the song Rainbow Dash was, yeah! Tony's games! And then she got sad, and I don't know why.
They got an alicorn woman.
Acorn Twilight.
I want to alive.
Alicorn, Princess, Cadence, Miyamari, Cadenza,
No,
whatever.
I'm still stuck on the acorn. The Acorn Twilight thing.
Acorn?
Icon.
Yeah, acorn. That was a thing for a while.
Okay, I missed
Okay.
Acorn, Princess, Twilight Sparkle.
This is Acorn. Take that.
I'm imagining an acorn with Twilight's face on it.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm sure I can find a picture.
Twilight bagel stuff.
Hmm?
Just,
Wait, hang on.
Well,
damn it. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
is there someone in the chat making problems?
Yes.
ANY said,
I
at
rem-
lag, please change color. And I was like, wait, I'm lagging? I need to change a color of something?
No, not you.
I know,
Yeah.
okay.
No.
I just find it hilarious how I'm sitting here quietly.
Yep. You're not very open
Stop
at the
throwing
moment.
bananas at everyone.
Oh, people.
Sorry, I was looking at technical issues. What was someone saying? I wasn't listening. Well, we finished with the crystal ponies because there isn't really much to say on the crystal ponies.
No.
Like they introduced a whole new setting and people, but they don't actually seem to flesh it out at all. They don't seem to like. I mean, how did they make all the buildings in the Crystal Empire? Like, how did that all start?
Probably because I would assume like they were harvested from the Crystal Mountains up even more north.
Are there crystal
Magic?
Like what? You get the crystals, you take them there, and then what? Do you chisel them?
What if
I
there was a
assume
giant
so.
pile of crystals there and they just made houses out of them? They didn't bring them anywhere. There was just like a giant, huge pile of crystals just laying there, and they were like, "Huh, these will make nice houses."
It was all an elaborate scheme by Trelestia that she made the town first and then just sent a random bunch of people she didn't like who were the most boring people in Equestria, and then they all became crystal ponies, and then she just banished them away using Sombra as an alibi.
Yes. Somebody's to fix them.
Oh, I remember you, Fefferdefferfessel. Long time no see.
What?
No, I can do it.
Chat, that was some name.
That's crazy name.
See?
Fefferdefferfessel.
Fefferdefferfessel.
I can do it.
It's easy. Fefferdefferfessel.
You have to do it's cold. Let me head in the fridge.
You say two fe, then a de, and another two fe, and then so. That's easy.
So I can do
Yay!
achievement. Yes.
Just Brony news. What if Apple Bloom's cutie mark is an invisible apple?
You
Well, I
twist.
talked to a friend of mine about this.
Plot twist.
No.
What a twist! He was saying that one of your special
No,
talents
Shyamalan,
was
out,
camouflage.
out.
Like camouflage. What would your cutie mark be?
Ah.
What would it be? Just a
No.
bush with eyes peeking out of it. Or would it be invisible?
No, it's
Just the outline.
Yeah.
it's a pony.
I'm probably gonna close them on here, but I wanna.
It would be like a picture of you, but with like a faint predator shimmer on it, like the spy from Team Fortress 2 or something.
Yeah. Just you with a mask on.
Yes, it is lightning eyes. It is nearly 2 a.m. where I am. And I'm going to have to go. Come you all.
Anthony, don't die.
Please don't die.
Pop life into this
I have
chat.
one thing to say to before you leave.
Sorry? Was someone talking to me?
What?
What?
The shy little just half left.
You should get away from the chat. It's too addictive.
Yeah, it's terrible. Terrible.
Why? I'm just curious. Why are you for the Lunar Republic?
Me, myself, and I. Why am I for the Lunar Republic? Just because of that silly ending. We needed a way to rescue the episode at the end. Brony Curious and I needed a way to rescue it because it really does end with me leaving. I'm leaving this stupid fandom. This episode killed it for me. But then we need to find a way to bring it back, and that's the way. The new Lunar Republic will rise. So, yeah. It has to, damn it! It has to!
I'm really looking forward to that episode.
What's that?
Yeah, Dynamite comes back. episode.
I suggest not spoiling anything because some people haven't seen the animatic. Not me, but some other people. So.
Okay.
Anyway.
Every
Siri.
video I watched is a new pony
Hey,
animatic.
Larry.
And no, I haven't said anything. Ignore that.
All the peoples are here today.
Yay!
All the people. We've got Liam Boy, we've got Theory Bunny, we haven't got any the other two wackos that I usually hang out with. I've got new wackos.
Anthony, where is your poster? It's dead, Jim.
We can't see.
Anthony, this is a dead poster.
He's dead, he's deceased, he is no more. This is an ex-poster!
I have many posters.
This
How many
poster
posters?
was very beloved by all. We shall remember him.
Seriously love that video. Which video? Nothing special times 9? That's 9 times the nothing.
9 times the nothing.
A very bad British accent.
Yeah, stop doing that, Biter. It's very offensive to my people.
I'm sorry, it's the only one I've got. And lots of noise from paper there.
Yeah,
Who's got a vuvuzela? What's going on?
What's with the corn?
Biter speaking. Nino, Nino, Nino.
The cars from Anne Weiss plays travel to papers.
When's the next negative Nelly coming up? Oh, you would bring that up after that hustle.
no, but no, it's Sunday. They can't be drunk. They get drunk on Saturday.
More like funny Annie. Get Digibrew the crap on here. Who's Digibrew and why do you want him to crap on the chat?
Is that a title? Like someone called themselves Digibrew the Crap?
Uh,
I am Digibrew the Crap. Welcome, sir, Digibrew the Crap. I am a distinguished knight of Camelot.
Money.
Just Frost wants... Get out, just Frost.
Digibrew sounds like a good nickname for whenever Digibrony's actually drunk.
Yeah.
Digibrony is probably asleep, sleeping it off, whatever it is. But it is intense, I tell you what.
Yeah, Digi is drunk quite a lot.
Get on with it. It's the chat.
Get on with it.
One day I shall be drunk on CBD
What?
aftermath, and you all shall laugh.
As if he would come onto CBD ever again.
Yeah.
I've only been on most
How do I
of
get on
so
CBD itself?
Guys, 73 people are watching us.
No fucking way!
Is that like a record?
Hi,
Yeah.
everybody. Welcome to the show.
We had quite a few in
Absolutely
Digi
nothing
results.
of consequence is going on, and we're having a really good time.
Jolly
We
good
have
time. Jolly good.
people what
good
faces
stuff.
are
Jolly good.
popular about.
Tell me, good sir, AntonyC, what beverage do you currently consume?
Tea, old man.
Cup tea.
Ah, very, very distinguished, good
All in
sir.
one.
I am drinking the,
Oh, you
the
have
excellent...
tried some Southern Comfort.
Bottle of water. That's
Have
about
you
it.
guys had the Southern Comfort yet? Have you had some Southern Comfort?
No.
No, it's a drink. It's a
But I
spiced
am
drink from New Orleans.
intrigued, good sir.
Oh,
I'm sure.
they were talking about something completely
Talking about- I've got a million people talking. There are a million people here now.
Nice.
Dang it, now my accent's coming.
I don't know. Everyone's got a pseudonym, and I don't want to say your real name, so and I can't log into the. I don't know who's here.
You may say my real name if you want to. But
Yeah,
you
it's better than my
nobody can
YouTube
say
name.
my goddamn name.
No,
Let's
no.
say my
It's not
first
my
name.
real name. Feel free to say it.
Am I allowed to say Danny?
Oh god damn it, I hate that song.
All right. Everyone ask Biter a question, and we'll answer them all.
Ask questions.
Yes, Theory, I drink Southern Comfort. It's what's comfortable.
It's in the name.
Just something with that name. That sounds so
If it works,
amusing.
it works.
That works.
It goes south quickly though.
I have a question. Ryder, I have a question.
Oh dear.
If you're a robot, why do you drink water?
Oh, it's just to keep me cooled down. My processor generates too much heat when it's working hard.
But isn't that dangerous? What if like it goes into a different throat or something? I don't know how robots work.
Another throat. Yeah.
I have a sophisticated cooling system.
What if there's like a leak inside of you, and then you start rusting?
That's so random.
I'll just get another body.
That makes sense.
My like that, it makes me uncomfortable. Okay, then I won't do that. I apologize very much. Moving on.
Sing a long
What
time.
version robot are you?
What?
The
Secret
love
tech.
machine.
What? Why are you?
Oh no, that's the name of my Tangler.
Your Tangler.
Yeah, has they actually produced that video yet? Because I did that for them, the ANY birthday thing.
No, I don't think he's gonna do it.
Oh man. Because I said in that my little story in that one was that I was playing the Pokemon the other day and I caught a Tangler and I was wondering what to call it and then I thought of ANY and I named it Love Machine. I blame ANY.
And I said the shippers will sail.
Waiting for the response. Waiting for the response.
And I've seen your eyebrows, Theory. They're quite some eyebrows. Though, I demand a duel.
I can
Oh, God.
feel my eyebrows.
Wait, let me move the camera.
Ah! Eyebrow cramp!
I can do this, and I can.
What are you doing?
Wiggling his eyebrows.
I don't
Apparently he
know,
has
but
some
wiggling his eyebrows
legendary
is
brain.
fun.
Okay. Can you give me some awesome eyebrow action, Mark?
Eyebrow action.
Need my face, damn it.
Your face. Wait. Oh my god. Live. Yeah.
Which three girls made Sweetie Bot canon? I want to see a Sweetie Bot episode.
So,
How did they make Tweety?
How
the
did they do
vending machine has a swirly hair thingy on it. Where Trixie said, I need the cheese cracker.
What?
Great and powerful Trixie needs a cheese cracker, and then she pushed Twilight away.
Wait, so Sweetie Bot's a
It's
vending
like-
machine?
Yes!
You want an episode about Sweetie Bot the vending machine. It's just like a whole 20 minutes of Sweetie Bot internally monologuing. Day one, I was installed into the school. Things were weird to this day.
And people are buying stuff from her.
It was always the
Yes,
same
too,
thing.
I want to kill everyone.
Oh no, it's Flash Century again. I have such a crush on him.
I think she was doing a dance from Lucky Star. Someone said like she was doing the robot, I think, but no, I think she's actually doing the dance from Lucky Star.
Yeah, but Silver was doing the chicken dance, and I completely forgot what the other was doing.
Sweetie Belle was doing the dance from Lucky Star.
There was a dude in the background doing the Gangnam Style.
Yeah, there was a...
Oh, I remember that eepisode, Cadencido? Has anyone else watched the melancholy of melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya?
I don't have
I've never seen the show. I've seen the movie though. I've seen the movie on Disappearance of Hirohi, whatever, something.
Oh, the movie.
It's
I haven't
actually
seen
pretty
the
good.
movie.
The Disappearance of Hirohi. Watch it. I'd never seen the entire show, and that was freaking great.
Yeah, the TV show's amazing. It's like it has an, you know, like there's a lot of stuff about anime that bugs me, but this one it have a reason, a very cool reason for why all of the silly anime tropes in there. Like you got an alien and you got an Esper, someone who can, you know, look at the ESP, and you got a person from the future, a time traveler and stuff. And it's like they're all there and doing crazy anime silly stuff. but there's
But I
a
like how-
perfectly good
So
reason
sorry.
for it all. Go ahead, speak.
I just wanted to say, I like how the anime doesn't go over the top with all those little things. Like, they say they're an alien and an esper and a time traveler, but we don't actually get to see any sort of, like, high-tech alien stuff
No.
or, like, natural time traveling or esper things. It's so, like...
They keep
But there's one normal dude in the whole thing.
Just one normal dude who's just like the generic douchebag.
There's another thing with the dude with the eyebrows. That's what I'm talking about. Who's the guy who is from? He's not from the future. Is he the guy with? Is he the Esper? Or is he the other guy?
The other guy. We have the normal guy. We have a...
He's the guy I'm talking about. He's in every anime. He's the guy. He's the cool friend who's not the protagonist, but he always seems to know more than everyone else.
Yeah,
and that's who I was saying. My pony OC from.
Oh,
before
yeah,
looks like.
Your pony you say made by Mage kind of looks like the song to me from Belle and the Beast. Just like the pretty boy and kind of obnoxious, but still everybody wants him.
Don't worry, Kaden. I will keep this serious. Go watch the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. I won't give anything away. Okay, I promise.
I've seen this episode.
Wait, I don't understand what you just said by that stereotype. Like,
You know what's interesting about Haruhi Suzumiya is because the episodes are jumbled in one version. I think there's like a Japanese and an American version, and they
Also,
it's kind of like shuffled episodes about, and I don't know which one is better.
According to an anime reviewer I used to be a fan of, I think like the American broadcast version is the most entertaining way to see it because it puts all the fun episodes at the beginning and it puts the more climactic, less entertaining episodes more towards the end.
Yeah. But then you kind of miss one of the jokes, I think, a continuity sort of joke if you watch it that way. But I think it's better to watch it the American way because the Japanese way only has the joke going for it, and it's just a very short visual joke.
What is it? What is this?
It's not much of a joke, actually. It's like, I think in one of the episodes, Kyo, was it his name? He says that he likes ponytails, and in the following episode, how he sort of like wants to get a ponytail or asks the time traveler not to have her hair in a ponytail because of that. It's kind of like a little nod at the continuity.
yeah.
That show. There's a my favorite episode is called The Day of Sagittarius. Do you remember that one?
I don't remember titles too well.
Kaden was talking about the episode that came right after that, where it's just one. What they did was in the series run, they'd had this episode that had everything in it. They blew the budget on this one episode. It was non-stop, like animation, 3 times the animation you'll get in any other show, and then. Have I disappeared? No, I haven't. Okay, so, and they just blew the budget on this one episode. So the very next episode was the worst kind of bottle episode. It was just the one chick sitting there in a room, like on a laptop or reading a book, and you got to hear what everyone else was talking about in the next room. I think it was either that, so it was either like an ingenious, like subversion of like anime tropes that like they're making the worst possible episode of an anime ever that's just so cheap, like they're making fun of Evangelion, which did that because they ran out of money, or they actually ran out of money in the previous episode, which is like, oh. You get up to that episode and you're like, what the oh my goodness, this show is the best ever. I can't wait to see what they do with the next one. How are they going to top this?
What about the episodes when they kept rerunning the same thing?
Yeah.
For how many episodes did they do that? Just like 3, 4?
But rerunning the same thing. I don't know.
The same day, like Kyo was reliving the same day, like over and over again.
Did they make that into a show? Did they? Because I haven't really heard about that in the manga. Like there was.
I saw the anime. Yeah, I think it might be in season 2.
Yeah, I did because that was a. Yeah, I don't want to give anything away, but there's a reason that they were in Groundhog Day for like
a
century or something. The same thing, 8 episodes, the same thing, the same summer. Is that what it is called? The same
The same
summer.
day.
The Endless Eight.
Endless
I do
Eight.
know about that. The Endless Eight.
It was what?
I'm trying to forget about that picture, expert of the blades.
I'm so happy that I watched the episodes one after the other rather than like being up to date and waiting each week for the new episode to come out and just get the same thing 8 times. It would have been horrible. I'm sorry for those people who had to do that.
Oh my god, Full Metal Alchemist is amazing. Somebody said that.
I haven't watched that one.
I watched the original. The original is kick-ass. It's one of my favorite animes. Watch it if you haven't.
Brotherhood is quite neat also too. It has the same beginning for the most part, and then afterwards it follows the manga.
Oh, Brotherhood, I kind of hated the beginning so badly. Like, the beginning episodes just kind of, like, ticked me off, but the later episodes were pretty good. The beginning episodes, they kind of, like, they took the serious tone of the first series, and they kind of shortened the episodes, and they kind of made them more lighthearted, kind of silly, and they whitewashed one of the characters for no reason and made her completely an idiot with no depth to her.
And this is why I like the original.
I was so angry, but my friend was like saying, keep watching, it gets better.
Yes.
And eventually, after all that heartache and frustration, the episodes do get a little bit better, but what I remember most about the series is that I hated the beginning. That stuck with me.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Anyone seen Cowboy Bebop?
Yes.
Oh, I have seen
I haven't.
it.
Yes.
Anyone has not seen Cowboy Bebop? That's the best. Like, I usually criticize stuff that doesn't have good continuity. But if you want a show with continuity, you have to see Cowboy Bebop.
Continuity!
Continuity! I'm sorry,
It
I
has,
have
like,
Continuity is
it
knocking
opens, the
at
series
your
that
door.
opens with the final shots of the final episode. So that's like,
that is pretty amazing. Now I haven't seen a lot of the big ones, and everybody's judging me for it. So why haven't you seen God GS? Why haven't you seen Cowboy Bebop? So I don't have the time.
bye theory. Take care, bro.
Hi, Theory.
Gurren Lagann, overhyped, overrated piece of meh.
Why is everybody asking Anthony if he has seen certain anime?
Because
'Cause
they're
it's
only
Anthony.
interested in Antony. We don't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna
No,
show
the
the
number
corner.
of anime I've seen on my, you count them on one hand. I don't, what have I seen? I got really burned by Evangelion because that didn't make any sense to me. So.
I have seen so many anime. I have seen about 200, and then I stopped because I didn't like the ones I followed. And I'm starting again with Attack on Titan.
I watch a lot of anime too. I never counted.
I wanted to count how many I did watch, and it was so much, and then I lost the papers I was writing it on.
I've been watching way too much anime ever since I met Mage, Biter, and Unova, so...
I know about anime, I just haven't seen much of it, I guess.
And yet your icon is sort of anime-ish.
Digi's like an anime-holic. So.
Oh my god, Digi is so bad.
You should be here. What is Tengen Toppaguren? I gotta write these down. Things I'm missing.
Don't watch it. It's overrated as hell.
It's
that's not the one.
Okay, Trigon. This is where I'm gonna go on. Trigon is freaking amazing.
I am a man,
Watch Trigon.
pony man.
I was a fan of Trigon when it started.
Someone in a soccer game? What's going on?
I swear, like, NY is teleporting his cars to her.
Yeah, because they're so sudden as well. Just boom, cars.
But that's not there are like there are
It's not like
just driving through my street And why?
Lies, you're hosting a soccer match in your garage. I know it. Hear the crowd roar.
And I just became angry to go to the next door country and bother her. No.
I blame
Damn it, I
ANY.
can stop NY if I want to.
Okay, what the fudge? I know I'm gonna regret this, but what the fudge is Smile HD?
Oh,
You haven't seen that yet?
it's an animation. I found
Oh
an
wait,
It's very-
no, is that the gore thing with the horrible? Is it bad? Is it really freaking bad?
I suppose so.
I wouldn't say bad, but
The animation's pretty good.
Do I want to see it?
I saw half of a video where Pinkie Pie she goes a little dark,
Yeah.
my friend,
Yeah.
and that was enough for me. My delicate orphan.
I'll have so many stuff.
This is the thing. Don't get me started about anything in the genre of horror.
I don't like gore. I like psychological horror.
That's like I was saying to like Tommy. Tommy was doing a live stream of this show called Attack on the Teen Titans or whatever it is. And,
That would be funny, just the Teen Titans
trying to
invading.
watch it.
No, the Teen Titans.
It is evil, and I'm watching it and I'm thinking, why? It was making me physically ill, and I just no.
Anthony,
No, thank you.
Anthony, have you seen the anime called Free? Hashtag the swimming anime.
oh god, no.
Oh my god!
Oh no,
I
no.
tell everybody that I don't even like them dark horror.
You showed up in swimming in
aren't you?
No,
Let's not go there, please.
what? It's not dark. It's the swimming anime.
It's not. I love it.
swimming anime.
Fucking swimming anime.
It's fan service, fan service, fan service, fan service. It has no point of existence.
No,
Oh.
there's nothing wrong with it.
But swimming.
To be
But
fair-
high school is kind of
Oh, wait,
fantastic
Sonic.
too.
I like
It
the
has
main
better-
guy. He likes water.
Okay, here's the thing
No, I
though.
like the main guy because he's
It
terrified
has
of
better
water,
fan
wants to
service,
swim.
and smarter fan service than freaking Icon.
Okay, yes, it is fan service, but there's nothing wrong with fan service. Guys get fan service anime every single season, like 5 shows out of 6. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that anime. It's not
They're
too
throwing
bad.
pandas at us.
It actually has a plot and
No, I've
a
not
very
seen
weak one.
Dot Hack.
You watch it for the plot.
Incidental. I've not seen Dot Hack. I don't know. But I did see that one that Dot Mall of where Pinkie Pie goes insane. Stay out of my shit.
No, that's Fluttershy.
That's Fluttershy.
My shit.
Oh, I'm gonna do.
And that was-
Oh my
I
god!
stopped watching Dot Mov after that. I'm such a big girl.
I'm gonna
Sorry,
cosplay
lady.
next episode. Oh
It's
my
not
god!
that bad.
Sorry about that. My sister would kill me.
You don't say you love
Hi.
Icon.
Hi.
You never say you love Icon. You
I
never say
didn't.
you love Icon.
I didn't enjoy
talking to
that
Shadow
one.
Bunny.
Oh my god, Deliveroo! I know so many animes. That's fun.
Have you seen The Average Life of High School Boys?
Yes.
No.
Oh my god, I think we actually wanted to tell him about it because we included him in that thing that we did, Biter.
Well, we had like we named loads of the viewers as characters in that, didn't we? With ANY.
Yeah. He was the one with the weird face, wasn't he?
That's so specific.
Oh, the weirdest face.
Yeah, he was like wasn't he part of the the club thing? Wasn't he? Can't remember now. The one that my character was in.
Who's throwing pandas at Quartio?
Pandas?
That's the strangest thing I've heard all year. How do you throw a panda at someone?
With a catapult.
That's hot.
Are you high?
Which would you rather have? Which would you
I
have
can't throw
rather?
something at you.
Which would you rather have? Pandas or spaghetti?
Panda. I
You're
hate
throwing
spaghetti.
spaghetti at us.
No,
I
I
hate
know that
spaghetti.
spaghetti is a euphemism for something, but pandas is that also a thing? Is it?
Wait,
You know,
what's spaghetti
that's
euphemism
a thing.
for?
I don't know either.
I don't know. Is it trying to do a pun like you're getting pandering or love machine?
Oh, I see.
I don't understand that meaning still.
Everybody's pandering to my tastes, are they? To my anti-horror tastes.
And then that's
making me
gonna come and kill me.
Has any of you seen The World God Only Knows?
Oh, you mean the show that Maris saw me recently?
Oh,
I've seen like maybe the first episode.
I remember sitting through the first season with you guys. I need to watch the rest of it though, so...
You need to catch up. We already
Josh
got
has
the
gotta
second
go.
season.
Dash's people need him. Goodbye, Dash.
Oh, no.
We'll need you.
What's going on, man?
Bye, Dash.
Excelsior.
Bye, Dash. Bye, Sonic.
Somebody else an intelligent question, Dagnibbits.
Oh my god!
Careful there, Anthony.
Kari! Higurashi is not fun! No, Kari Disco is good. He said Higurashi no Naki Koroni is not fun! It's horror!
How is that
What?
spaghetti?
What? Who?
Kari Data.
I
The
have no
one
idea.
that said Higurashi is a good anime.
Let's not talk about Higurashi either.
Bam,
It's
bam,
an
bam.
amazing anime, but it's kind of gory and shit.
Okay then.
Okay. How to know if an anime is gory? You say the name and then you watch if Danny laughs.
You have
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's gory? It's kind of... It's bloody.
Danny, stop going psychotically insane.
Bye, Lightning Eyes. You were the light of my life, and now you're leaving. I never told you how I really felt about you. And now you're going away, Lightning Eyes. I want you. Stay. Please, don't go. No.
Twist the camera. Twist the camera. You need to twist the camera while doing that.
It was all about you, Lightning Eyes. It was all about you, and now you're going. Going! Leaving us. I can't stand it.
I'm sorry.
I've broken your keyboards that way.
Alright, well, speaking of leaving, I think it's about time I have to go, so...
You've got to split.
Oh, bananas!
Spider, any more?
Banana.
I'm gonna let you say all the banana puns you can possibly give me.
I just
Do
gave
it
you
now.
one. You've got to split. That's it.
I
like
I'm bananas about you. That's not a pun.
You were such an appealing member of the chat.
flips table. Wow.
I said
Goodbye,
that.
sir. We missed your bananas. We will miss your bananas.
Yeah,
I missed your bananas because you didn't speak up much.
Banana,
I miss you,
bananas.
We shall miss you, bananas.
The bananas.
Banana.
I'm a banana. I'm a banana.
Oh my god.
So much chaos.
What?
This one will be proud.
Fun.
Yes, Lightning Eyes. That's what we do.
Okay.
Well,
Anyways,
you've hit the nail on the head, Lightning.
later, guys.
Bye, banana.
Bye, banana.
And now
Okay,
there's
that-
more girls than the guys in the chat. No, wait, equal. I forgot about the
Equal.
last member.
Yeah.
That psychotic bit of laughter brought me out of my shell.
Shadow Brony asks, have any of you seen Lost?
Yes!
No.
Which one?
No.
I still
You've not seen Lost?
I need to watch so much stuff.
I hated the ending!
The only thing I know...
Anticlimactic, and it made no sense in my opinion.
Yeah.
I
didn't
don't stream.
yeah,
I haven't seen anything, so.
The only thing I know about Lost, there's a fat dude and is stuck on an island for years and still keeps being fat.
And the thing, they have the worst possible ending.
Yeah, I haven't seen the ending. I haven't seen any of it.
It makes me so mad. I honestly don't recommend it to people because of the ending. It gets you so excited to see what happens, and then it just kind of falls flat.
I remember back when it was airing, my friends were like all over it, and I was like, just like, I'm gonna go back to my anime.
Well, that's how I kind of was when Heroes came out.
That was my problem with Evangelion when it came out. My sister and I came up with this idea that it's like an emotional Ponzi scheme. That whole series was like, do you know what a Ponzi scheme is? Anyone familiar with what that's supposed to be?
Not really.
Not really.
You might remember was it Ben Bernanke or no, it was the other dude. It was Bernie Madoff. You probably heard of him. 2008, guy gets rumbled for stealing like $2 billion from the American people and people around the world.
Mm.
He did it by orchestrating this massive pyramid scheme, by telling people that he was taking their money to invest it and just spending it. And he did it for 20 years! And it's like, but the thing is, in order to make himself seem big and important, he had to take in more and more and more and more money every week. But he would always tell people at the end of the month, look how much money you have, but don't take it away from me. Like, don't cancel your account with me because next week I'll have even more money for you. And the guy was so popular because he kept making money even in down markets. And so people kept piling on their interest and investing in it. And that is like when I watch Evangelion or something like Lost, is like it's an emotional Ponzi scheme because at the end of each episode they tease you a little bit more. They say, don't go away. We've got even more answers. We've raised a bunch of questions. And there's a whole bunch of questions that you're like, well, I have to know. Well, we'll tell you next week. And next week comes and there's just more questions. And then, well, we'll tell you next week. And by the end of it, you're thinking, I can't wait for all these answers. It's going to be amazing. And
then they just fall flat.
They're just making lots of questions. I had that like
Attack Titan is kind of the same way, I guess, in terms of it always building up. Titan.
I have a feeling Anthony might actually like Avatar: The Last Airbender. I just have this feeling.
Yeah. If you don't like Avatar: The Last Airbender, you don't like anything because it's amazing.
In terms of
he
like
hasn't watched it yet.
Those emotional schemes, I'd say a series like Heroes also try to do that, or most soap operas, of course.
But Heroes, in my opinion, it did one thing. Well, they kind of left you on a cliffhanger at the end because you never know what happens, but still, it has more of a nice ending than Lost.
I hate cliffhangers. I fucking hate them.
I'm probably the one person who despises Lost with a passion.
Well, and most of the others here in the chat haven't
most
actually
of
seen
your fans wants you to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I don't know why I never watched it. I was probably like studying or something when it was actually on TV, and now I don't know. I don't download stuff like you. I don't download shows. I buy them. Like
I don't download either. I watch them
You're
online.
amazing.
Hey, join the club.
I
And
watch
then the rest of the time I'm
YouTube.
really cheap. So I haven't seen it yet, but I probably should. So that's another one that's going on the list, right? Yeah, Avatar.
Bump it up to the first one on the list.
Yes.
Have you seen what the Nostalgia Critic is doing these days?
Nostalgia Critic already finished with watching it.
Has he? Isn't he doing like The Legend of Korra or something?
Finished
I've
that
been waiting for
already.
this.
You already
He's
finished
done.
Oh
it.
my god. I need to watch. Oh my god.
Has he reviewed the Shyamalan
Yes, he
movie?
did.
Yeah, he just
He
posted
did?
that
I
a couple
saw
days
that
ago.
one. I saw it. I saw it yesterday.
You should watch the anime. No, not the anime, the cartoon. Oh god. You should watch the cartoon before watching the review of the movie.
You have to watch the cartoon because reasons.
References.
Movie
Because
sucks.
reasons. Because
Emotional investment.
Okay, the series I'm told is really, really good. I've heard lots of good things about that. And I heard that the Shyamalan movie wasn't very, very good. And then for the Nostalgia Critic, is going to go and review the movie, but he wants to go and review the TV show first, or watch the TV show first. He doesn't think it's worthy of a review, but he's going to do his blog thing. And it's all leading up for this excoriating review that he's coming up with for the movie, which he really wants to review. So he's been spending months, and all of this is building up to his one review, and that's what I really want to see. So I have work to do to be entertained.
Yes.
That's...
Well, he had work to do to review it.
Oh, but don't watch the movie if you like anime, because it will hurt your heart and stuff.
Something sexy, Ava. That was for you.
Wait.
Sorry, the chat's going a bit crazy.
The thing is, if you ever make jokes like that, I'm kind of...
You hate my jokes?
No, I don't hate... I don't understand the jokes you say if they're mature.
The what?
If anyone makes... If you hear me ask what when someone says a mature joke or something, I'm just... That's because I don't understand it.
Oh, okay.
What?
It is not the same
Don't
thing
die on
as
me.
like... Leave my presence, you have failed me for the last time.
Fun.
All Australians did originate from London. What?
Oh, there it is. I'll watch it in good time. Moonlit Mamarult has linked us all the Nostalgia Critics review, and that's really awesome of you. Thank you.
You are amazing. Oh.
What's this?
My own video. I can't watch my own videos, incidental. I just can't. Go back. I'm sorry, I'll stop doing that.
Yes, you got or doing a lot of stuff with your own head. Is the you need like a drama character, like Rarity.
The worst episode ever. No.
Oh, yeah.
That's just over melodramatic. That every single word you must change arms. I don't know what is going on.
I don't know, Ironbone. I don't know. Or is that Iron Ebony? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question, but maybe you should tell us all a lot how sexy we are, and we'll see.
Hello.
Please do tell how sexy we are.
Well, most of our people here are actually icons, not cameras.
Yes. Tell the people on camera how sexy they are. Do that.
Oh no, someone's mentioning Magical Mystery Cure in front of Bida.
Oh god.
Run.
Yeah, do that.
Mr. Stargazer asks, Magical Mystery Cure, does it make sense to you?
Nope, it doesn't.
No.
Because he thinks that he can make sense of it.
You can.
Can you make sense of it in 50 words or less?
You can. It was all a dream.
I can't summon it in a few words or less.
It was all me brains going fart.
That's for merchandise.
It's kind of like Messy Mystery Cure. I like the song, but it looks, damn, you're a princess now. Okay, and that's the end of the episode.
Oh.
Well, I did enjoy Magical Mystery Cure, says Magic Man 001, and then ducks in brackets. Oh, ducking. I thought he just liked ducks. Just sort of like, well, I did like Magical Mystery Cure, quack. Woof.
I know I've mentioned it before, but Magical Mystery Cure kind of bumfuzzled me. I don't know exactly where they were going with just bestowing Twilight with princess powers. That's bizarre to me. It's like, well, you're fated to be a princess now, and congratulations, all the audience, kids, if you know people, I guess connections, it's not what you know, it's who you know, they'll make you a princess if you're just good enough for them. And it's
Well, up to all this time, after all this time, only Twilight is the person who actually made friends. What?
Yes.
Don't-
But Twilight gained wings, and suddenly she was a princess. She technically could possibly levitate herself by magic and fly away. And now she has wings, and she is a princess now. I don't like the episode.
Funny thing about levitation, you don't really see ponies levitate themselves except for one episode in Baby Cakes, but people just like to erase that from their memories.
Yeah.
For good reason.
No, but
$1 million, horse apples.
oh no, it's the one after. But Twilight is practically the embodiment of magic, so she could possibly do pretty much everything. So why not make wings, as she did for a rarity?
Yeah, that's the thing. Right there. That's a very good point. You bring up. Twilight's been increasing power since for the whole show. I mean, she's been learning her way into, and I kind of, well, in retrospect, think that she would have studied herself into being an Alicon. I mean, imagine, and I point this out because I did a podcast with Neil X and Digi, Clover Keen, and a bunch of other, Tommy and a bunch of other great guys a while back. You should see that soon, so heads up. We talked about Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda, you remember Kung Fu Panda? That movie had great morals, right? It had, and not just morals, but a cute twist on the mythology of Kung Fu and great power and all that sort of thing. And that is that, what have you got? You've got the power of motivation, so visualizing what you want to get it. And that's all Poe does to gain speed and strength, is he imagines there's a cookie. He wants a cookie, so he's going to go off and get the scroll, the dragon scroll, because he doesn't see the scroll. He sees a cookie. And it's like, okay, the power of visualization. That's a great. And when Tai Lung sees that, he's like, the scroll is giving him strength, and it's like, what a great, motivational tool, right? The other thing is that there is no secret ingredient. It's just the power of reputation and the power of what you believe in yourself and all that sort of, the power of what other people think you can do that gives you a kind of strength. Again, in the same, it's full of that stuff, right? And by the end of it, Poe kind of conjures himself into becoming the Dragon Warrior. He's got some unique physical traits, but ultimately, so does Twilight. And just imagine for a minute if the episode had Celestia let Twilight in on a little secret. She's like, guess what? I'm just a unicorn, but I know stuff, and you can be like me too. You can give yourself wings and earth pony powers too. Like, just do it. Here's the spell.
Yes.
And but the real test of being a princess would be, like Celestia wouldn't tell Twilight this until Twilight had passed a personal test. Like, is she a worthwhile person? Would she betray the princess if given the opportunity? Imagine if the show had been structured this way. And that's, I'm thinking, instead they just went completely flat out, oh no, God said you are now. Bam!
Yeah.
Now,
just through terminology around.
And after a Canterlot wedding, I'm sorry to keep banging on about that 3 episode, but we know Celestia is not God, so what's the room with all of the stuff in it? What is that? And why
It's the realm of Distrucity.
Distrucity, it's the realm of Distrucity, the great plane.
No, but
do you know the reference, Warrior?
Yes, it's build up.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to cut in, but go on.
But just like Magical Mystery Cure and the Canterlot Wedding, they didn't have any build up in the show itself, because it was the second last episode of season 2, episode, was like, oh wait, Twilight has a brother and he's getting married, and there's nothing. And in the Magical Mystery Show, it's possible to become an alicorn, and there wasn't any mention of Twilight possibly becoming a princess on an alicorn, and it really bothers me.
I just want to correct something. I think the term for the magical place is actually the terrain of testament, which is a bit more fitting than she a true Distrucity.
Now
Where
it's
only the
Celestia.
beast of within can be found, and then you will learn, Hulk Hogan, that I am the master of destrucity, for I have forked my inner strength to become all pony power, yes, and rages for me. Oh,
No. No, Celestia has cameras everywhere in Equestria, and she has videotapes of everything. And that's the one giant place where she plays all the clips again and again and again just to entertain herself.
As
I've been spying on you.
The thing, Anthony, which I very much agree on, is that in a lot of these works they establish the means that one attains power. They establish the journey and the thing you need to do for the journey to get your power, get your reward, and then we understand the context. We know what's going on. It can have meaning to us, the audience. But with Alicorn Twilight Sparkle, they did not establish the mechanics for which learning new magic makes one an alicorn and thus also a princess. That was brought up in that episode in the context of switching cutie marks, which I don't necessarily understand, and all the magic-y stuff, which I don't understand, with Destiny, which was never ever brought up, and everything is a big, huge unknown, which therefore is really hard for me to take as meaningful because I have no clue. I don't know what the journey was. I don't know what the hell happened.
What did she learn?
She
Try not to
like
do spells you don't know what they do.
They say like
Right.
a true friend helps a friend in need, right? Like what happens if she just sent all her friends to the mental institute? Like she's helping them. They're obviously insane and they're not in their right minds. So I'm going to send them to a place where people can try and help them.
I gotta write this down.
Well, yeah, it is bizarre. What, for example, I think Celestia says for Twilight Sparkle has learned how to create magic, and for this she is. And it wasn't that the actual reason she was turned into an alicorn?
No, because she understood the magic of friendship. Or
But that's not what Celestia said, is it?
Well,
I don't know. I see that so well.
it was like she wrote a new spell and she heard voices in her head and she was able to change the spell a bit, and then because she changed the spell and in the spell book something eventually happened for some reason, and then she went to the Terrain of Testament where Celestia was just hanging out. I don't know.
Hey, it's such my life.
She created, Deborah says, she, quote, she created new magic, proving without a doubt she's ready to become Equestria's newest princess. And that's it. That's,
so, wait, could you just be like,
how did she do that?
I like to imagine, oh, you've created new magic. It's like someone learns a card trick. You have created new magic. You are now a princess.
This is what earns you the right to govern, is it?
Apparently.
Okay.
You have made a spell. Well done. Or
what about the Pegasi ponies? They can't make magic.
And what? Friendship was never a magic before? They say it was friendship magic, right? Like, there was never friendship magic before, so what the hell were they doing? Were they just acquaintance magic before Twilight did Magical Mystery Cure? Hello, Picky Pie. You are a very close acquaintance. Twilight makes a spell. You're my friend! Oh my god.
I find it interesting that, like, only Twilight is able to wield the magic of friendship. Like, other ponies before her, like, hundreds of years ago, were there never a group of friends close enough to wield,
It took her 1,000 years to find friends? Oy, friendship is tragic.
I don't know.
No, however...
I don't know.
Spell was one... So, Anthony, here is my explanation. Star Swirl's spell was one to control destiny. It was meant to rewrite it to the...
What?
The fudge?
That's her phone going off. It's,
was
hello,
not-
yes,
it was
oh,
not-
hey, NY, you bothering me again?
The aliens are coming.
Sorry.
It was not complete because he failed to understand how friends affect each other. Fair enough, but we don't know anything about Starswell the Bearded. Perhaps a little setup.
Yeah.
When Twilight cast it, now remember, she only spoke half this spell, so apparently it was such a potent spell that it would work even without being complete. When
And it
Twilight
didn't rhyme.
cast it,
And it didn't rhyme.
and it... Oh, that's the worst sin of all. I can't
I
say
know.
that. He failed to understand how friends affect each other. When Twilight cast it, she already had the life she wanted, so hers did not change. However, it created another possibility in the others' lives that would result in a similar outcome. Oh, the headcanon is strong with this one! Twilight
very
became an
strong.
Alicorn because she showed that she understood friendship and the ability to act on her own. It was Celestia who made her an Alicorn, not the magic.
Though
Fine. Okay.
the difficulty with this...
You win the internet.
The difficulty
How can
with
I argue
this
for-
yeah, that is.
necessary with breaking down what the actual situation is that the terms and things they use in it are all things that we don't actually understand. Like the nature of what Twilight did with the fixing of cutie marks could represent whatever you want, because particularly they called it the changing of true selves, that their memories were unaltered but they were altered, and that it said that that their destinies have been changed. So I don't know, destiny, true self, all those terms don't actually mean anything to me in the show yet. Like you need to sort of define your terms, and if everything is undefined, you can equate any meaning you want to onto the show.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to...
No. But what I don't get in the cutie mark switching is that apparently Rainbow Dash's special ability is to change the weather, because Rarity is trying to control the weather by moving the clouds. Everybody's doing what the cutie mark is meant to be. Rainbow Dash is trying to control the animals. Fluttershy is trying to keep laughing, make people laugh, and Rarity is controlling the weather. What isn't, no, the Rainbow Dash cutie mark isn't controlling the weather. It's
What-
trying to win and being athletic.
What kind of changes have actually been done to these characters other than necessarily assigning them instantly new jobs and switching around the cutie marks? Because the nature of things is that however much Rarity may believe she is one who should affect the weather, I think she is clever enough to realize, even if you think you've done affecting the weather all this time, you're giving people frostbite over their sunburns is probably not the right thing to do, and you should stop fiddling with the weather. Rarity, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, but also nobody in Ponyville realizes, hey, a Pegasus is trying to control the weather. What's going on? Or, hey, they don't notice anything either with the characters.
I like how the town just goes instantly grumpy when Pinkie Pie's not around.
Yeah.
But
Because every town, city, village have a Pinkie Pie of their own, like the village idiots, to keep them happy.
but Pinkie Pie has the amazing power of ruining an entire orchard of entire orchard in one day, in one song.
It was
But-
pretty ridiculous.
All right.
And at the end of the
What-
song, the orchard is okay.
Why did the bunnies and other herbivores attempt to eat Rainbow Dash? I don't necessarily get that. Nom 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 pony, says the bunny.
It's all perfectly logical. Celestia's parents were part of a selfish goat god pony race. They were the only good ones out of the bunch. These god ponies were selfish and narcissistic. They were the ones, a race like those of Equestria, but they mastered magic, dark magic, the magic of disharmony, and they rose to rule the world. Celestia and Luna's parents were able to hide the planet that Equestria is on from these god ponies. Celestia and Luna were given the task to raise an Alicorn army to stop these evil ponies. So far, the only ponies to train under Celestia have been selfish and only sought to gain power through her teachings until what? Oh, until Twilight. Dun 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 dun.
Bum bum bum.
What about Cadence?
Bum, bum, bow.
What about
One
Cadence?
headcanon.
Princess left, but
Cadence does not exist. Cadence
Cut,
is dead.
cut it.
I ate her.
Cadence is a fake alicorn, apparently.
Yeah. Cadence went to Walmart, bought herself a horn and glued it to her forehead and called herself a unicorn, alicorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Hello, Shadow Brody.
Hello.
It is I.
According to this episode, every time they the main six left Ponyville, it went completely to hell.
Yes, it's me.
Yeah, according to the episode, Ponyville was screwed.
Yeah.
Putting your hoof down. I get a lot of flack for putting your hoof down. I made a comment that, you know, is Fluttershy ever going to have an episode that's not about her becoming her own name? And then you know, that was putting your hoof down, right? And then then they have the big Discord episode where she reverts Discord and it's like, hey, there's one. She's not overcoming her own name. You forgot about that episode. I'm like, I made it before the episode. Shut up.
TV Gordita.
Every time Fluttershy is in Dragon Shy, no, I don't like dragons, I'm scared. And this dragon, I fucking hate you, don't threaten my friends. And then everything is okay. And then she's begging for please don't kill me. And putting your hood down, it's no, I need to stand up for myself. And then she goes to Iron Will and I am Fluttershy and you shall bow down to me. And that's okay, I'm bad. Please don't hurt me.
It's interesting. Like I have made the point that some people try to describe how Fluttershy is sort of becoming better or improving or becoming more assertive, but interestingly, she is actually kind of falling apart through the later episodes because when she starts off in season 1, whenever she's like her friends are being attacked by the Manticore and she empathizes with the Manticore, when she only shows righteous anger at the dragon and the cockatrice because you know they were acting in an unjust way, but then later on in later seasons, like putting her hoof down, Iron Will comes along and she just like starts attacking and making all her friends upset. This is not the kind of righteous anger that she had against people who were actually doing something wrong. You know, that in putting her hoof down, she was very, very unfair to many other ponies.
Can I also make a point towards this argument? It's one of my favorite observations that I did. Like Fluttershy in season 1 episode with the gala, she willingly gives the little mice to Twilight to use magic on, and after she turns the mice into the horse mice, she doesn't freak out or care much, and even after they run away, still turn, she doesn't, give two bits about it.
No.
But like in season 3, with the episode where Magic Duel was it, and Twilight's levitating the animals, she's freaking out so bad she even threatens Twilight for no reason.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a possible season 4 episode: Return of the Horse Mice. They've been breeding in the Everfree Forest. The horse mice charge into
What
Ponyville.
happens to the horse mice? They just what are they? What are they doing? Are they the new Timber?
I'm guessing the spell wore off at midnight.
I would guess that too, but I would love the Return of the Horse Mice episode. Just diamond dogs running on horse mice.
I wouldn't suggest that you subscribe to me or anything, but you know.
Maybe you should.
Bye, Shadow Brony.
Bye.
Hi.
Bye.
So many people here.
Yeah,
96
people. 96!
Why are you all here? What is life anymore?
What's going on?
How are 96 people watching this
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Do I have permission to
Caught
do
in
Fluttershy?
the landslide. No, it's no reality.
Ben?
It's gone bananas.
Look up where the sky is.
Do I have permission to engage?
Who's butchering Queen? It's Danny.
I'm just a poor boy.
It's a banana.
I need no sympathy.
Hello,
Cause I'm
banana.
easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Any way the wind blows doesn't really matter to me. To me.
You scared the red door.
Mama.
Mama.
For the cold-blooded murder of the queens.
Oh, it's not as bad as when...
Give you a week.
Anthony, it's not as bad as... I didn't do it as bad as Glee did it, so...
1 week, PD.
It's alright. It's just that Twitch doesn't do it justice.
Yeah.
It doesn't do it.
Well, the Hangout doesn't do it justice.
When I did it in the Skype call.
I'd sing in with you and we'd do harmonies and parts and all that cool stuff, but you know.
Wait, is this
Oh.
gonna turn into a singing thing?
Oh, yeah.
The rest of the stream, we shall sing everything we say.
Banana Man.
What?
Someone's asking who was doing the song in that awesome Backstreet Boys styling. I'm guessing they were talking about you.
QWERTY, who else would we blame?
Backstreet Boys
Let's
styling.
blame the community.
Yes! I blame ANY.
QWERTY says, I blame the writers for not having continuity with Flutters.
Continuity.
And it's like, yes, I too blame the people who created her.
I blame NY.
I blame ANY. ANY's a threat.
She's still my favorite pony, though.
I don't like Spanish.
I'm just a poor coal.
Hi.
Let's see.
I need no harmony. It's cheesy goody to come, cheesy goody to come.
You complain about others selling the Queen name.
I'm sorry, okay? Okay, dress up as the This Is a Show for Little Girls Can I dress up in the This Is a Show for Little Girls outfit? What? What?
What?
What, Kaden? What?
He just wants to see you in a dress.
Did I put a dress on? Dress up as the...
There was one drunk night where you made a video, cough, cough. And you just happened to be in a dress that time. And your mates were there.
I have no idea. This is the show for little girl. Oh, right. No, the ANY Tony's here and he's going to call me a nationalist pig. It's so offensive. I'm sorry. You cast me out.
That's right. What fucking stuff.
ANY needs a hug, Speedy. Everyone hug ANY.
Yay!
Hugs.
Hugs!
Hug.
All of the hugs!
Hugs for the ANY.
Glob.
Pokes cheek.
By the way, Anthony says, why do people insist on starting their name with an X? I'm going to pronounce the X's and the numbers in your names from now on. X Nickzilla1X says, by the way, Anthony, your friend Chris Delisola recommended me to you. And that's awesome because Chris Delisola is cool. If you don't know Chris Delisola, and I'm just going to keep saying his name over and over again because it's absolutely fantastic, Delisola is aficionados Chris over on YouTube, and I'll see if I can find a link. And he does his own little show where he reviews media packaging. He reviews like the DVD box sets and how they're presented and stuff.
Oh.
So that's very cool. I'm gonna plug
Fun.
Aficionados Chris if I can find him.
Okay, I've seen some of this stuff.
It's an interesting niche.
Yeah. It is.
I'm not
There's
sure
a
if the
lot of effort into it.
yeah. Does he like tear apart all the box blurb?
Yeah.
As much as I love being in this chat, I think it's about time I go. I haven't eaten all day and I have chores to do.
I've already eaten today.
Oh, you ate that piece of bread, Spider. Don't
yeah,
lie.
a piece of bread.
You ate one slice of bread.
The one slice of bread.
Well, and I know you always have a bottle of water nearby. Oh, Annie, it was a lot of fun, guys. Thank you for having me.
Ta-ta.
It was nice actually talking to you, Anthony.
Oh,
glad you came back.
So nice to see you. Dimitri.
Yes.
Hugs and kisses, love, tolerance, peace, muffin, loves and... What do I say?
Love
Peace
and
and muffin.
Love and peace.
Love and tolerance, love and tolerance.
Bye, guys. Bye, girls, and bye, chat people.
Bye-bye.
Bye, mate.
Have a good time. Try not to set anyone on fire or anything. I hear it's quite uncomfortable.
Oh wait, so that's why the people always... So that's why I always got in trouble with the law?
Yeah.
I always just poured gasoline over people and they kept stopping me.
Don't know where, don't know when. But I know this chat is crazy. Hey, hey, hey.
La la la.
Toodly poo.
Shall we
Welcome,
get
people,
someone
to
in from the chat?
Sure. I love how this entire stream has turned into Ask Anthony Everything.
Yes, ignore the other people.
It's turned into a Q&A session.
But my parents are forcing me to leave, so I have to go.
Okay.
I don't want to go.
I'm not leaving. I'm doing things.
But I'm leaving, so bye. Good night. Sleep well. Have a nice day. Eat.
Bye-bye, Paper.
Stuff. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Don't set anybody on fire, just like Anthony said. Just don't. Bye.
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 Nice foot shot.
Bye. Fuck. I can do this. Bye.
Hugs and kisses. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Take
Get
it
off.
off.
Get out of
Oh,
here.
bad ponies.
Wait, why am I always one of the few females in these calls?
You just are, Danny.
The other girls have left you.
It's okay. I'm from a family filled with male, so I'm used to it.
Let's see. What other songs can I butcher and make sound like and make it sound like a Backstreet Boys song?
You in the butchering of songs.
Let's see.
Somebody's telling me this is gonna be like the singing challenge.
Yet again, a singing challenge.
Get out of my shit!
Damn, I don't do that voice that well.
You could do Spike. He's just got the voice.
No voice lines.
Smile, smile, smile.
G plus. G plus. That's the new grading system, G plus.
Oh my gosh. Do you guys remember when I had trouble last time getting on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was an event.
You had trouble? I said we got.
Oh wait, you trying to us trying to figure out where the heck your Google Plus name was.
Yeah, and you guys thought I was.
Blame the name.
I was like,
wow.
Oh, hello, Mike Summers. Mike Summers has added me on Google Plus. Who likes the Google Plus? I find it a bit odd and Facebooky.
It's odd. Yeah.
I find it
Nah.
useless.
I
I
prefer
find it useless, which makes it even more sucky that YouTube's trying to integrate it with Google Plus, and I'm like,
No. Keep your filthy Google Plus away. I only use it for the Hangouts because Skype is meanie head.
because Skype is really heavy.
Yes, that's the
It's
technical
a bit
term.
of a tricky thing.
Yeah, bunch of meanie heads. Yeah, me and anyway use it for the Hangouts. Yep.
All right.
Alright. Alright.
G Plus sucks, says ANY Pony. Only use it for Hangouts. Oh, that's what someone else just said.
That's what Biter just said.
That's
Yeah.
like the-
And why stop copying Biter?
I think everyone just uses it.
It's like Google. I have a list here of things that I was going to make a video rant. I'll see if I can find it eventually. But it's like, oh Google, what have you done? Why would you do that to us? Yeah, it's like it started when I tried to calibrate my equipment was one time, and it started like, let's put an announcement in my channel, YouTube channel. This show will start in a moment. It says a moment, very presumptively, like it knows exactly when I'm going to get ready, and I'm like, well, I think I've calibrated my equipment. That's fine, and I'll just turn that away. I didn't bother exiting the page, and that was my mistake. So it actually left the whole, like AntonyC's going to make a show in 5, 4, 3. It left it there for hours, and everybody's like,
I saw that. Yeah, everyone's just keep
not
entering and going, is the show starting? It says it's starting.
and oh, by the way, where the fudge is my inbox? I keep looking for it, and
I had to save it in my bookmarks so I could just click it one click away.
I know where it is. It's like I feel like I'm the only one who knows where the YouTube inbox is.
Oh, you can get to it. It still exists. They just took it off your front page, your channel's page. You don't have it there anymore. I don't know why. It's like, that's what I come to YouTube for.
It's not like in that little icon. You just click the little down button and then it's just like there. It was really inconvenient.
Is it? Like your name? Is that when you like right-click the top right of the page and you go like, oh, there's my name and there's, okay, profile, Google, privacy, sign out, switch account, my channel, video manager, subscriptions, and YouTube.
You're right under It's right under subscriptions.
I've got YouTube settings. I'll go there. Is that what you mean?
No,
it's not.
It's a dude. Really?
No, it isn't.
No, it's kind of funny because I think I have the only non-group version.
There's different versions in different countries as well, which confuses the
Yeah.
bloody matter.
Like I said, I'm non-goofed. I don't know.
The way I find my inbox if I lose the bookmark is I go to someone else's channel, pretend to start sending them a PM, and then just go to the inbox from there. Because it goes to send a PM, it still uses the inbox system.
There are other things too. If you try to move text in a chat, like you grab a bunch of it, you try to move it, and you accidentally drop it outside the place where the text is, it will try and load that as a new page and lose your chat. So then you've got to go back to that page, like go back, like hit the actual back button, and then try and find the person who is talking to you, and only if you know how to find them in your contacts list can you work some magic that will magically rebuild the chat that you just killed. This is two problems I'm thinking here. What the fudge is a circle? And if I'm talking to someone in my circles on the YouTube page from Google, how can I make sure that when I'm talking to this person that isn't talking to every single person in that circle?
Yes.
This is why I never installed Google Plus with my YouTube.
I don't want Google to be Facebook. Stop it.
Yes.
me to switch, I'm just like, nope.
Nope.
I wouldn't mind. I mean,
Oh, cool,
the
that
biggest
it
difficulty
works.
with the service is that they aren't doing it right. That if they provided an efficient service that actually made sense, I'd be. I don't want to do a Facebook, but if you're going to force me into it, at least I can, invite people to the Hangout easy peasy. But I can't.
That's a cool idea at the end, the ANY pony, but what was that one message? Maybe it could have changed your life, and now you've left it there, and it'll never be answered. You never know what it was.
I just love how we're
Those are
complaining
good.
about Google Chrome.
Inception.
Damn Google
That's when
Hangouts.
appears on your front page.
It's like Google Chrome and Google Plus, all that. It's messed up.
It's messed up.
Just
Here's an
weird.
idea. Like for the little commentary box, their little Google, how are we doing? Rate my service. How's my driving? Okay, how about this? Stop making movies with Vince Vaughn and fix your website. Please. I don't know. It's not... Okay. Yes, chat.
I hate civics.
Who is ANY Caster? Oh, right, okay. Oh, very clever, ANY. Very clever.
Clever indeed.
There's only one line. So
It's my only line!
Without having to open it in YouTube. Very clever. Yes.
I'm going to one.
I just put a link to it in my user bar at the top of the page.
Shall we invite
I'm
Horse
not
Apple?
smart like you.
Shall we invite Horse Apples or try
Why
to?
is the only one?
Invite all the people.
Well, there's a limit of
Kedinsko
10 or
says,
so, I think.
Anthony, what if instead of Celestia being God, she is just on a higher tier of magic than everyone else? What is the elements of harmony, just as the real elements are only components of more complex, stronger magic? Alright, I've heard this a lot. Yeah, she's not God, she is a big old wizard-like person. And what have I done? I'm not... No, I'm still online, sorry. So she's not a god. She is like a wizard, or like a Greek pantheon god, which is perfectly valid. I mean, you can have that opinion if you want. But what are the elements of harmony? Good question. Are the elements of harmony the actual rocks, which kind of makes sense, or are they not? Are they the embodiment of the people using the elements? If so, what are the rocks? What are the stones?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The elements of harmony seem to me like, yeah, they are Deus Ex Machina devices. They just
Yeah.
used to facilitate the plot.
Well,
and
they're
I kind of
powerful.
liked...
Deus Ex Machina.
They are powerful. I liked the idea, or at least I initially had the idea that, the rocks changed into amulets to suit their users. That amulets were there
Right.
to be worn. And I thought it'd be interesting if the definition of harmony would change with who tried to use it. That not just you could have less people or more people, or the terms used to build up harmony could actually change with the ponies as they developed. If you had, because harmony isn't exactly a fixed set in stone thing, is it? It's like there's so many ways people can work together and be harmonious and productive.
No, but this is the... Yeah, the thing is though, if you take a look at it, harmony only, as far as magic is concerned in the series, harmony is only the force that Celestia and I guess Luna, who developed the elements, is only the force that the two of them decided would activate the elements. What the elements actually are, at least supposed to represent, seems to be totally arbitrary, and the trigger that pulls the gun is being harmonious. Okay, fine, but what does the elements do? Every time you see the elements activate, they only ever seem to work to incarcerate people or banjax their minds or something.
Yeah.
They only act as some sort of overwhelming force to counter other magical force. Harmony is nice. Harmony is what the rulers of Equestria decided would be the activating key to make the elements work. But the elements are like a big gun, or like
the bearers of these elements are like
It's used as a weapon.
Law enforcement. They're the bailiffs. They come around, and when the Canterlot Guard don't work, you wheel in the elemental bearers of harmony, right? The harmonious elemental bearers of magic, or what have you, or whatever they're called,
Yeah.
whatever their title is, which is never really defined. But never mind. They come along as what? Like the SWAT team, right? The SWAT team. So they are the equestrian SWAT team for handling seriously capricious magic. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. And you have to be harmonious to use the elements of magic, the elements of harmony. Oh, all right, that's cool too. But what's the moral there? The moral is be harmonious to one another. Although the conceit is it seems to want to be harmonious. Be harmonious to everyone, kids, but only because we say so, not because it actually affected a practicable course of series of consequences. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like I said in one of my journal, the magic of destiny ruins the magic of friendship. That a conclusion to like the first two episodes that sort of follow from the story is that they befriended the Manticore and Stephen Magnet on their journey. Why is it only these main six are the important friends? What about those? I mean, just because they're not ponies doesn't mean you can't be friendly with them, be kind to them. What do they factor into the journey? It'd be interesting if they use the friends that were initially used against them as in their fight against Nightmare Moon. What if their actual
Stephen
victory?
Magnet came back and started crying all over her or something.
Yes, but you get the idea that
stash again.
Yes, or at least like it seems to at least hopefully kind of imply that that each character sort of has their own strengths within the group, and that the whole group seems to learn to appreciate that through the journey. Why not have that come back in the conclusion with Nightmare Moon, that she tries her old tricks again, and the main six aren't fooled this time?
Okay. Yeah, I like it.
It would have much more naturally followed and be actually about friendship, because you befriended everyone and learned from each other, rather than just learning how to use the rocks.
Oh, it's a mighty fine point, Highlander.
Also, welcome to the...
Those elements, I don't know, the way they're sort of wheeled out every time. The one time they seem to be where the writers of the show seem to understand what they actually are, like the automatic weapons of the SWAT team, is that one where Discord comes back and Fluttershy's got to use her actual friendship to convert him.
Yeah.
With his consent this time. And the elements, if you notice, that whole episode, the elements are in the offing. They're in the wings waiting to pounce. The rest of the bears, they want to use the elements on him because they just don't see it. They don't see what Fluttershy sees in him. And they're ready to pounce. They're ready to use the elements the way they've only ever really been used. And that is as some sort of overwhelming power to trap him.
The elements the elements are a weapon, basically, or how they are used
they're
in the show.
They're a freaking weapon. Don't try and... It's fine. So it's fine. You can say that they're a weapon. That's cool. You can say that Celestia said the only way to use them is to be friendly towards one another. But don't try and make me swallow a moral. That is, don't try and tell me that that the rules of that universe apply to my universe. Because then you'd have to explain to me how being friendly, if I got myself into a bad situation where an overwhelming force was trying to do nasty things to me or make my life chaotic, how being friendly to my friends is any more efficient than calling 911.
Yeah. Agreed. Indeed.
Okay, you guys done? You guys done starting out headcanons right now?
What?
Or series, whatever.
Also, we should at least say hello and welcome to Horse Apples, who's just recently joined from the chat.
Hello. The chat is turning into film fiction.
Yeah.
Hello, Horse Apples.
Hello.
That's some incredible hair.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Bro face.
I'm gonna blow up the screen. Ow!
Do it with too much enthusiasm, Banana Man. If you do it too hard, you might break the screen.
No, more enthusiasm. I'll break the screen if I have to.
Banana Man smash! Banana Man smash! Banana Man sleepy.
I am sleepy. Why? Because it's like 1 p.m. here, so...
Oh god.
I'm going to make a video about lazy retrieval. That name rings a bell.
Sleep, yet I am perfectly fine and doing homework.
Yes, everybody make videos and send them to me.
I will ignore them.
Yes! No, I mean...
Kinda.
Maybe.
In regards to, like, often with the people with respect to the elements of harmony, I often find that, as AntonyC was saying, that they're trying to tell us that the things actually have, like, a real-world applicability to it, or allegory. Though,
Yeah.
I kind of find that sort of people projecting their own morals or projecting onto the show what necessarily isn't there. Like, outside of when they actually use the elements, or when they say the elements hardly ever play into the show, like, at all. Like, if you exercise all the mentions of the elements, then the show hardly ever changes. You just change the elements to the weapons of doom. And it would still just work just as fine. The majority of the episodes are still just slice of life.
There's something beautiful and telling about when Twilight says to the guys, tell me she's not. Tell me she's... It's like subversive. It just stands the whole sort of song and dance pony show thing on its ear. When one of the characters at least goes, that's just stupid, stop it. If there was a way of saying that element stuff that you're talking about, that fluffy-headed nonsense, that's just stupid, stop it, I would pay money to see it.
But then she never questions those songs again. And in Magical Mystery Cure, she wakes up and starts, I don't know, a full-fledged Beauty and the Beast musical number every morning.
It's interesting, like, me and, like, everyone others have hypothesized, like, for example, that, you know, in the Crystal Empire, Twilight just basically does this thing on her own, even though from the very first 2 episodes, she is already willing to accept the help of others. Celestia just says, oh, you have to do this on your own because... And Twilight just totally takes that to heart and just, like, forget prior characterization to obey Celestia's orders. She
I don't know why Celestia phrased it like that.
Yeah, and I don't know why Twilight thought to just have to follow it so strictly, and it's kind of telling in the way that, you know, when Magical Mystery Cure, she's like, what, won't I be your student anymore? She's confused by what Celestia's done when she becomes an alicorn, and then she's just told, nope, you're a princess, now you're a ruler also, and she's like, order from Celestia received, I acknowledged, I am now a princess. I don't know, she seems like Celestia's tool. Come on, Twilight, don't you have any mind of your own?
Twyborg.
You're a massive tool, Twilight. Thank you. No.
Yes.
Now
go and do...
says, you can say the elements are used as a weapon if you want, but I don't think so. The elements never hurt anyone. They healed Luna, and rather than killing or forcing Discord to be good, they turned him to stone passively. All right, if you want to count the comic books, maybe they helped or healed Luna. But doesn't turning someone to stone, where, by the way, they can still hear and see everything that's going on, trapped in that form, doesn't that sound like cruel and unusual punishment to you?
That's really cruel, man. Like, for, what was it, 1,000 years? Stuck in a stone statue with random classes with mini CMCs just making noise around you all the time? It's a prison. You can't even move, though. That's really cruel.
It's the night
How did Discord poop?
On the topic of Twilight being a tool, maybe she's just begun to become the princess of the laundry. Twilight, do my laundry! Yes, princess!
I was actually hoping they'd do more stuff with Trixie in that regard. Like Trixie pulls the same thing twice, basically.
No,
Speak it.
I was talking about laundry, and you say, "Oh, I wish they did more with Trixie in that regard. I want to see more laundry with Trixie."
More laundry with Trixie. Welcome to Trixie After Dark. She's gonna fold your laundry.
Oh my, you're such a naughty girl, Twilight Sparkle.
And then it gets posted on UQD.
Yeah, so I was hoping she tries to pull the same trick twice, and Twilight just sort of lets her go both times. I'm like, I would be, if I were Twilight at that point, I'd be like, oh no you don't, little missy. Come here, you're staying with me. See, I know a thing or two about harmony now, and making friends, and you're going to stay with me, Miss Homeless One, and you live with me for a little while, and you're going to learn a thing or two from these ponies. And, you know,
then she
maybe make a
becomes
thing
like
of it,
Spike.
and then she's just like, yes, and then we see laundry with Trixie.
Trixie at
I
your
just want to
service
see more.
instead of Spike at your service.
I get the idea that there was a rumor that Trixie was going to be part of the main show for a while there, but then I heard somewhere that Hasbro hates that sort of thing. They hate continuity, or changing the continuity so it makes it difficult to run shows out of order. And that,
Yeah, the thing with
the kibosh on it.
yeah, I've heard of that. That's what they want to do is of course produce a series for the Hub, and the Hub loves using repeats. And if you have a very serial show that doesn't have
Yeah.
any continuity, then you can repeat your things as many times, and your audience won't be confused by moving timelines and whatnot. So that's why they've always pushed, like, the direction of the very beginning of the show was sort of like a big grand epic story that they wanted to do stuff like the Everfree Forest was encroaching on the pony lands. That's why the Celestia's, the princess's castle is in the middle of the Canterlot of Everfree Forest, because it was absorbed by the growing forest. And that's what Twilight was supposed to be, that she's supposed to have, with her backstory, it's supposed to be she had great power locked inside of her. She was just, the big, huge, powerful one that needed to learn how to tame her abilities. Not necessarily become a princess, but one who could just, has the power of Hadouken or something. But yeah, they had to adopt the slice of life thing and the Grand Galloping Gala.
That's not a terrible thing, but it's
Yeah.
also the Grand Galloping Gala had a couple of setup episodes, didn't it? Let's just do a little bit more of that.
Yeah.
A little more continuity, please, especially if you're going to introduce Twilight's brother at the last minute. Come on. Oh dear. Hasbro. So Self-Surfer says, Hasbro hate continuity? No wonder they're not using Babs in the next episode.
It's weird because, we argue that they don't like continuity, and I agree that they don't necessarily facilitate it for it, but they are the people who probably said, make the wedding episode, bring these two characters in. They also said, make the Alicorn Twilight thing. They are the ones who are pushing for some continuity. It's just, it's always contrived continuity.
It's like, it's not
okay,
good
here's what we
continuity.
want you to do. You make this episode that'll sell lots of toys. Do it in the least offensive and non-continuity way we could possibly have it, so that everyone will just watch the show and shove popcorn in their mouth.
And that's the Cluster Girls in a nutshell.
I don't know.
Yep.
Okay. Holy cow, is that the time? I'm going to have to get going soon.
What time is it in Australia, by the way? Because we've been doing this for blooming
Nearly
hours.
3:30 a.m. 3:30 a.m.
I know.
For those 97
I
people
am.
still watching, we started at 10:30ish
97.
p.m.
97.
It's just too good.
Guys, see if we can break 100. We need to
I
break
don't
100.
It's been dropping and falling around this number. I'm not sure if it will get build up anymore, but
And I'm just quietly doing homework. This is a contributing overall.
they are
Portio
bringing.
says, Lauren Faust said Celestia and Luna were born Alicorns. That's significant of something, I'm sure. They were at least born. They're not begat. as it were. So I guess they're not
Damn.
gods of a monotheistic variety.
Damn
They had parents.
pony genetics as well, though. Like, how does that work? Like, how is all the Earth family all Earth ponies with one exception, and then like the cakes have incredibly distant relatives, and they can have a unicorn and a pegasi?
Have they sired any offspring? Has Celestia ever had a, you know, say no more. Bit of a...
No, I mean. Say no more. Is your wife a goer? No, I mean.
Is she a goer? Yes, I suppose.
Does your wife like sport? No, I mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yes, she quite enjoys badminton, actually. I see what you mean. Say no more. Also, welcome to, I think, Magic Man, isn't it? You'll be muted when you first join top right optionsness.
Hi.
Hello.
Hear me?
Yep. Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello, Anthony. Hello, Biter.
I shall talk in this voice for the rest of the live stream.
A new challenger
It
has
will
been
be
accepted.
annoying as hell.
Yes.
Bring in the next victim. I look forward to his shattered remains being scattered across the debate arena.
Love to. It's nice to be welcome. Thank you.
That's welcome.
Yes, that is welcome.
Okay.
What have you got for us this morning?
Have you brought muffins?
Did you bring cake?
Oh no, I ate it all. Sorry, and it was lovely.
Just couldn't resist.
What?
No cake? Oh, this is... You're already on a low footing, you guys, son. Low footing.
Oh, for me? Oh!
Oh my god!
Thank you, I just... That didn't work. I said go away.
Cake's overrated.
Delicious! Thank you!
It tasted
What's
like
your handle?
air.
Our offerings have been
Tasted like
sated.
air.
Were you in the chat? You must have been in the chat.
Yeah, I was in the chat. I'm Magic Man 001.
Oh, I see.
Let's
So long as
dig
you
up
didn't
some
have
dirt on this guy, shall we?
Yes.
What did I do to you?
Oh, I see what you've been saying. You're a naughty, naughty boy.
Alright.
It's like 4chan all over again.
I don't think the royal sisters would try to have children because they would have to watch them die whilst they stayed immortal, said QWERTY.
Oh, that's pretty depressing.
Dear.
That's pretty
Why not
depressing.
just use age magic?
Oh.
You know, just like, oh, you're getting a bit old. Age magic. You're younger. Bye-bye. Come back in another 20 years. Is that that's one hypothesis I had for why they are supposedly immortal, is that Celestia and Luna use age magic. That's why Luna suddenly grew for no reason in between seasons 1 and 2, that she was aged by Celestia.
Oh, jolly good. Is this some sort of comic canon, is it?
Huh? I just made up canon.
Oh, get out. Right, boot to the head. Boot to the head.
Oh no, your head canon is different from head canon.
Boot to the head. What? Ah.
The whole canon thing gives me a headache.
Okay.
It puts a hole in my ship.
Canon missing, canon not.
Canon puts a hole in my many ships between the main 6.
What about non-age death, says Fefferdefferfessel.
Non-age death? Oh, being hit by a train.
Non-age death, like being hit by a train.
Just don't get hit by a train.
You try hitting an alicorn with a train. Actually, you know what? That reminds me of something.
What?
Yeah. Yes. Fallout Equestria. Little Pip hits a dude with a train. Hits an alicorn with a train.
I've never read that.
Killed the alicorn.
Yes. Lovely.
So, there you go.
Pfeffer, there's your answer.
So the alicorns can die, at least according to Fallout Equestria.
I think I'm
Does
the
that
one who
apply-
has ever read Fallout Equestria.
No, I haven't read it
He
either,
totally
so...
lifts a train car over her head and just drops it on the alicorn.
Squishy.
Splat.
Oh, it's a little spoiler wood chip. Take it. Get that wood chip off your shoulder. It's a little one. Actually, there's so many moments like that in Fallout Equestria where there's like a harrowing escape and deadly, dastardly daring do that's gonna... They're all gonna die and only little Pip can save them. And she comes up with these things, you know, these amazing get-out-of-jail-free maneuvers that all seem very cool. I don't know Fallout 3.
It enters VATS mode, headshots everyone.
Yeah, I'm aware of VATS. It's not VATS though, is it?
Okay.
Is it VATS?
I don't know. I haven't read the
Vault-Tec,
books. So.
It's stable tech. So it's SATs. It's SATs. Instead of you've got Fallout 3, you have VATS because it's Vault-Tec. In
stable tech.
Fallout Equestria, you have stable tech, so it's SATs. And little Pip uses her SATs to kill a lot of bad ponies.
That'll be good, except in the UK, before you enter high school, you sit your SATs.
They're just murder.
They put you in front of a dummy and you have to hit it 3 times using SATs.
1, 2.
ANY says that Alicorn was a artificial one, but the real ones did die as well. So.
Artificial, yes. ANY Pony says the artificial one died. I mean, I presume he's talking about an artificial
Alicorn.
Alicorn. I don't know these things. Now I'm going to call spoilers on the ANY. I don't know this stuff. I'm gonna get up to speed. She killed an alicorn by sitting on her. You're kidding me! That sounds like a bunch of baloney.
What? That's baloney.
Yeah.
Going on?
Amazing story though. Amazing story. A little story. I know a guy
who sat on
who
an
actually
alicorn.
did security for one of the BronyCons, I think, that Tabitha St. Germain was at, and he was busy telling me there was a dude in the line to see Tabitha St. Germain with a hard copy of Fallout Equestria, and when I saw him leave, or when my friend saw him leave, he was busy saying he didn't have the copy of Fallout Equestria. I made a video where I jokingly had a copy of Fallout Equestria, and I got a response from someone who's saying, "That book exists! You can buy it! I totally gave one to Tabitha St. Germain at BronyCon." I'm like, uh-huh. I believe you.
Nice.
So I emailed Tabitha St. Germain and asked, "Have you read this story yet?" And she says,
Oh boy.
"I haven't yet, and I don't want her to for some reason." It's all the murder and death and rape and gore and blood and guts and war. It's just those things.
She might like that.
Just those things, but everything else.
All those things that make up My Little Pony, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
You know, for kids.
For kids! A family picture!
Oh gosh, guys, I'm gonna have to get going, but this has been a lot of fun.
Great to meet you, AntonyC.
Yes.
Nice meeting you, Anthony.
It has been fun. Keep watching the skis!
Skies!
The skis! I'll be coming down shortly!
Wait.
Whee!
Yes, indeed.
Okay, it's been good having you on again, AntonyC. Catch you later.
Thank you. I'm saying goodbye to the chat. Goodbye, Fef. Goodbye, goodbye, Chainsaw. No, goodbye, Chainsaw. No! No! Bad Chainsaw. No!
I like chainsaws.
Bye, Skiz. Goodbye. That's creepy, Fef. Don't do that. Bye, QWERTY. Bye, The Sin. Bye, Lazy Retrieval. I'm not letting that go.
You were saying goodbye to everyone in the chat.
Goodbye.
Several hours later.
So long, farewell, on me the sin adieu.
Where's ANY when you need him? You know what? It's good. I'm just gonna.
And he's
What a
gone.
shame, man.
I'm almost finished with activities.
Wow. Okay. So,
So, guys, shall we, I've been doing podcasting for quite a while now. Only 6 hours and 40 minutes.
6 hours and 40 minutes.
Yep.
Wow.
Don't worry, this is going to take only a short while to render using Windows Movie Maker. Oh joy, you guys don't know the fun I have in this podcast.
I would imagine.
So shall we end the show here? Unless you guys really want to talk about something.
I think we went through all the bases.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay guys, that was the Crepuscular Brennies Discuss Aftermath to the main show. Number 27. I hope you guys all enjoyed it, and we'll catch you next week.
Dear Princess Celestia, I have learned a very valuable lesson about friendship.